go. West. Salute. Welcome to the Damu Kiwe Conversations. Please hit that like button on your way back in. We are back on the Active Chuck page. Could y'all please give them a beam to Richie Rich, please? Thank y'all. Welcome to the Damu Kiwe Conversations. I don't know if Yael gonna be busy. I know he was working. He might be popping up. Hit that like button. And if you're on IG, make sure that you hit that. Let me pin that on IG for y'all right now. Right? Let me pin that on YG. Oh, shit, I ain't even went live. Let me see. We got 100 EBT in the chat. 100 EBT is in the chat. They always on our web hosts, you know what I'm saying? Always talking about who don't matter, but they always on our web hosts, you know what I'm saying? But we got the content. This is part 2 of this is part 2. Let me fix this for y'all real quick. This is part 2 of Hoover Gumby targets Big U with slander. Blows up his set. We gonna get into this content, man. Big Bird, South Carolina. Didn't dude get the hint of what his homie was trying to tell him when he was going back and forth with another one of his Hoover homies? Yeah, with Hawk. People say a lot now that Big U not around. And that's crazy. That's that crab in a bucket mentality, Willie Lynch syndrome. You know what I'm saying? It's sad that it's so much self-hate for those that look like us. But remember, all kin folks ain't skin folks. All skin folks ain't kin folks. It's Photo Up TV. Hope y'all having a blessed one. Salute to you, Photo Up TV. We on the Active Chuck page. Hit that like button. We got the content. Y'all know what we do. Muddy Waters. Salute. You already know. Raider Q. Salute Duse M's chat in the Wrench Gang. 100. Hit that like button. Trips. P. Jones. Salute to everybody in the chat. Hit that like button. The chat is where it's at. Let's get active in the chat. In fact, Active Chucks in the chat. Hashtag ETE with them Active Chucks. Muddy Waters. Dudes with the baby fro. Yeah, they done made me grow my French braids back. Don't make me grow my French braids back. Monique Hill, Mo Hill, what up? Deuce in the chat. Salute to the Blue Ranch Mob. We is back in action. We're on the Damu Kiwe Conversation page, YouTube. We're on the Active Chuck page, YouTube, Twitch, and we ain't on IG right now. And then we're on the Lamonte Sims page. Damu and Kiwe Conversation is the realest, and we always lace our chucks up and definitely keep them active. Hey, man, if we don't do nothing else, we gonna do that. P. Jones, I got mind control over Big U. Yeah, he tells me to shut the up. But when he leaves, I be talking again. Salute, bro. Hey, listen, man, I love the energy. It feels good after being reported by the YouTube federales, the YouTube alphabets, the alphabets being CS2 badges, nigga. CS2 back, you know what I'm saying? Reported me, said that it was harassment. That's crazy. Someone who attacks black males every day on the internet, nothing but black males. And now here he is telling people that he's being harassed. I bully the bullies. I bully the bullies with or without a new fully. Let's see what we're going to get to. Let's get to this content. We're not even finna wait. So we got Poetic Jala. Oh, Jala, we had a talk before, and I thought that you understood what was going on with No Jumper, its employees, constant attack upon Big U. So we're going to hear what he's saying on this. And I really just was highlighting this as I was highlighting the other stuff. And I'll finish reading the Vibe interview. And we'll recap some of the stuff from last night because this is part 2. That's right, Duse. F them MFs. Salute Mo Hill. She ain't playing with none of them. They messing with God's peoples, man.
Worst things I think anybody in jail could be going through.
Chances.
The last time really anyone from the public has heard from Big U was when he dropped this video shortly before turning himself in on RICO charges. Now, in this video, Big U implied that people were cooperating against him. That may have been foreshadowing for what was to come. He would also express disappointment in members of the public for giving attention to platform or people who talk badly about him. Big U would claim that he's trying to save black folks and uplift black people and do things for his community. So the public shouldn't pay attention or support anyone who talks bad about him. That was also foreshadowing for what was to come after he turned himself in. So apparently his 2 worst nightmares are coming true while he's behind bars. There are people cooperating against Big U, and there are multiple people doing interviews.
Of course, we know there's people cooperating against Big U. That's what the feds do. They get wiretaps. They break snitches. That's what they do. Insane talk, NBA, NFL, boxing, and more. What up, Eminem? This your people in Alabama. That's my cousin in Alabama. Shout out to Christina. Shout out to the family. Y'all go subscribe to his podcast. That's family. They trying to do something positive. We always support positive. And shout out to the Lokes.
Who's currently telling Big U stories that don't paint him in a favorable light. One person in particular is an OG called Gumby, who just did an interview on Real Tunes where he says that Big U apparently dropped his flag while in prison. Now, dropping your flag is a term that when gang members denounce a gang or they move on, that's really looked down upon, because if you drop your flag, it's seen as if you're dropping your flag to protect yourself or if you're not built for the gang life. But Big U, we know him as a notorious Rollin 60s. We know Big U as the leader of Rollin 60s. We know Big U as a Crip leader outside of prison. So for somebody to now be coming out and claiming that Big U wrote it up or that Big U dropped his flag and Big U turned Muslim in prison and didn't want no smoke with nobody, that's kind of crazy. But Big U is currently incarcerated and he's not going to speak out or defend himself because he got bigger things to worry about. But this is what he's talking about. People doing interviews, talking down upon him, essentially like slandering him if this is not true.
My understanding, not being from LA, Big U is like one of the figures that you have to check in with.
First off, shout out to the interviewer, man. That right there is elite level instigating. That's how you get a clip. This interviewer knows that the Rollin 60s and the Hoovers are arch nemesis, like they're sworn enemies, they're sworn foes. So for him to tell an OG Hoover, hey, bruh, Big U is who people got to check in with when they come to LA, you already know what's about to happen. And, you know, like the OG took the bait. And he began to disparage Big U because he didn't like the fact that the interviewer essentially said, yo, Big U is the Debo for where y'all live.
Y'all calling him Big U right now, but at the time, you know what I'm saying? On Hoover though. Listen, he is a very powerful figure, you know what I'm saying, in our gang culture. And respected and feared. But at the end of the day, go did some PC shit. Hoover. Go turned Muslim. He dropped his flag on Hoover. He was a Crip when he went to jail, and he dropped his flag. I ain't seen nowhere on the Crip application where you can drop your flag for 16, 15 years and then get out of prison and then come back and control and be the whole leader of LA. No, once you drop your flag, it's over with. Whether you turn Muslim, Christian, or whatever, and that's what he did. Big U was a Muslim his whole time in prison. I seen a blog where he said he knocked out like 30 Mexicans or whatever. Right. I wasn't there for that. I didn't hear anything about that in prison.
So
You know what I
why
mean?
is he
But
speaking on it?
that's my assessment of him. You know what I mean?
If you weren't there for that to happen, then why would you speak up on it? You jealous, nigga? Nigga, you ain't built like that? What's going on? I don't know. We ain't heard about you knock out 30 essays. I'm just saying. Sound like you got, besides the conflict and rival gangs, it seems like you got a personal conflict, a jealousy, resentment towards this man. Did he do something to you? I don't know. Let's go.
And basically, like, he was a Muslim in jail. That was the last time I seen him. I believe his name was Hannibal. And he wasn't just a Muslim. He was a bean pie Muslim. Like,
what is a bean pie Muslim?
A bean pie, a Malcolm X. He dropped,
Like he was in the Nation of Islam?
yes, completely. He was no longer seen as a Crip.
Stories like
So do you want your father, your homeboy, to be recognized and looked at as being Malcolm X? Or you want your uncle, your dad, your big homeboy to be like Pookie, looked at as Pookie, or OG Bobby Johnson in the movie South Central? I mean, what is we talking about here, gentlemen? Do you know how much praise how humble I would be if some people told me, well, some people have likened me to Malcolm, and I know I can't walk in them shoes, right? But man, that's the ultimate compliment to a brother from the community. Fuck that a nigga got 50 bodies. Fuck that a nigga did a life sentence. Fuck all that. The highest thing you can be recognized in your community is, and our community is likened to Malcolm X, bro. And this nigga talking like that's something bad. Make you really wonder who he working with. Because I know who Malcolm's enemy really was, the FBI. And the fact Poetic Flaco pushing this shows he got a little bit more deeper ties than we know. Let's go.
this is low-key why I applaud Loose Cannon. Loose Cannon is currently in jail facing a RICO, but you can't come on the internet and talk about Loose Cannon and think that a RICO going to stop Loose Cannon from hopping on that jail phone and responding back. Big U has been through the system before, so Big U understands, hey, bruh, hey, no talking going. I'm not tapping into giving an opinion on nothing on no internet right now. But he would even go on to explain that there was a time in prison where war was going on. He's from Hoover, that somebody from 40s, right, a neighborhood Crip from 40s, he would murder a Hoover in prison. Now, apparently that started a war. And Big U was a 60, not from 40s. However, they just kind of grouped everybody in.
South
And
Dakota.
when they had the ups on him, he was about to stab Big U, but then somebody stopped him from stabbing Big U because they claimed that Big U was a Muslim and not an active Crip.
The only neighborhoods that was up there was, I believe, Lil Squeak was behind the wall, and Hannibal, which was formerly known as Big U. So now it's to the point to where our building officers are calling us by name to come in. You know, me, and so I was like saying, like, let's get Big U. But one of my older homies who was a Muslim, you know, kind of like, not even kind of like pretty much told me, Gumby, shut the fuck up. And he explained to me that that's not Big U. His name is Hannibal. And he explained to me the difference between a devout Muslim and him. And what he said, he like, look, I go to Juma, you know what I'm saying? And
Big U being a Muslim is not a secret. And the fact that he may have converted to Islam in prison isn't really that hard to believe. But I'm not inclined to believe that Big
He converted. So Flaco, another no jumper. See, no jumper really got a disdain for this man. They've been working in collusion with the feds this whole investigation. You think not? Allowing federal informants to implicate Big U in multiple crimes on behalf of CS2 back, another federal confidential source, right? And now here you got Flaco just saying, so if Big U did convert to Islam while he was in jail, Big U converted to Islam on the streets. When he moved to Chicago as a teenager, he went to go stay with his dad. I interviewed his dad. That'll be on them wiretaps. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna release it because we're gonna end up doing a big documentary on Big U. But in any event, he became a Muslim on the street, so it is no convert or turn. These dudes is crazy. They just run with false narratives. That's the false narrative. He never converted in jail. He went into prison already, into the county jail already as a Muslim. Let's
you
go.
dropped this flag. It was no longer a Crip in prison. That's not even possible, from my opinion, because for us gainfully employed people, what goes on in prison isn't our concern, nor do we care. But when it comes to gangbanging, when it comes to the streets, what goes on in prison is literally like their business. Like, what goes on in prison is what they care about. Like, what goes on in prison is damn near like that could be like a TM. They are alerted each and every day what goes on in prison. Who's the busters in prison? Who was dropping flags in prison? Who was a tough guy in prison? Who was a honcho in prison? Who held it down? Who wrote it up? Prison, they literally get a direct source reporting from prison every day. So if Big U was rolling it up and dropping his flag in prison and was not like that, and he wrote it up and he was copping pleas, Big U couldn't come outside and be a Crip. Big U couldn't come back, go to his block, and be the leader of Rollin 60. The lore surrounding Big U wouldn't be as huge as it was. When Big U was in prison, there was lore. When Big U was in prison, it was really documented. Big U was that guy. Big U was holding county jail knockout records when he was in jail. So that's why I don't know if I believe it, but he can't really speak for himself because he's facing a RICO. Now, if this isn't bad enough, Big U is currently dealing with people apparently cooperating against him. Now,
hey, Poetic Flaco, Poetic Jala, Poetic Jala, nigga. I'm glad you said that. That's why I'm here. He's fighting a federal RICO and is not here to speak for himself. But I'm going to speak on behalf of Big U. This nigga's a clown. We're not going to give credence to such a statement with a formal reply. But what we will do is address it and poke holes all through it. We'll be playing that footage.
I was told there's multiple people cooperating against Big U.
You see this right here?
Hit that like button if you're just coming in.
You see that? You get a look at that right there, right? For all you brothers in the section that's been compromised, look at that. It says the government should produce an index of discovery to defense by August 13th. Hey man, y'all know who y'all are, and I'm sure y'all didn't already parachute away from over there, bro. I'm sure that you guys got up out of there, that you individuals have pushed on, and if you still around there, brother, you's a dummy. You stupid. You know who you are. You've been compromised to the point where it's all going to come out, man. And then on another note, when they went to court, Big U, Loose Cannon, and all the rest of them, Loose Cannon he had a separate hearing. Ain't no telling what he's doing. And I guarantee you, brother, I'm not going to miss no more court dates.
I want to make this clear. Loose Cannon is my friend, so I don't think Loose Cannon is telling. I don't think Loose Cannon will tell. From conversations I've had with Loose Cannon, I've seen Loose Cannon express to me how much he hates and detests people who snitch and people who rats. So I don't think Loose Cannon is doing this, but if Loose Cannon is smart, cooperating will probably be the best thing for Loose Cannon. Loose Cannon just had a newborn. Why would you hold it solid for people who don't like you? Because, bro, Loose Cannon and Big U beef has been documented on the internet. It's no secret that Big U despises Loose Cannon despises Big U. They don't like each other at all. They just don't like each other. So if the person who's your co-defendant, if the person, let's say they want you to cooperate against, is a person who hates you, is a person who don't like you, is a person who don't want to see you win a shot, then why are you holding it solid again? Why aren't you telling again? I don't know, bro. Hey, listen, bro, put me on a RICO case with somebody who I don't like, bro. I'm gonna make sure they do 100 years. That's a fact. But Loose Cannon is keeping it solid from what he's expressing. But apparently now Loose Cannon has a separate court date. So people, there's rumors floating around that Loose Cannon may be cooperating because of this. Now, one of my co-hosts, Young N, he did a video where he claims that he's been in jail for a large portion of his life. So he understands how cooperating happens, and he believes that Loose Cannon is cooperating against Big U, and here is his reasoning for it. Now, this is his reasoning, not mine. This is his reasoning, not mine.
I don't know what you doing in there. I've been in there. I've been in your shoes before. I know it get hard, and I know cream pies, as you would like to say, and sweeties like you crack. It's a known fact. I've already been in jail multiple times and haven't cracked. You having secret court proceedings without the rest of your co-defendants being there. What is this, like a proffered hearing? Or like what are you talking about with the judge and the rest of the court that your co-defendants can't hear if it's not a bond hearing? That's the only thing you show up to by yourself. It's not no separate hearings unless you working with the government. And people are going to your court dates and they're seeing this or saying this. So this is the thing. You don't have my brother number to call. I never said you called my brother number, but I did say that you called three-way. And me saying three-way may have misled some of the people.
Young Ant will also accuse Loose Cannon of cooperating because he would claim that Loose Cannon hopped on a phone call with somebody he knows. I think it was his brother. And Loose Cannon asked his brother for drugs and how he could get drugs in prison. And the brother automatically hanged up the phone. According to Young and Half, and Loose Cannon denies it and says it's not true whatsoever. But Young and Half says the only reason you will call somebody from a federal prison and ask for drugs is because you're cooperating. Loose Cannon will respond back to this, and Loose Cannon will say this is not true, it's false, and he don't even know where they got it from.
Irregardless of what somebody's talking about, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna make sure that I know what's going on, because it's a lot of secret stuff that's going on that we're not privy to. And I went down there and I pulled all the minutes and stuff like that. The boy Loose Cannon keeps saying he's finna come home, right? What do you guys think about that? That man come home, man. And if you guys can't see with y'all third eye, you guys got to be totally.
Yeah, who in the fuck would ask? First of all, everybody knows me. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do none of that shit.
Last week they were making fun of you for not even being able to be around weed, bro. You can't even be around weed. Everyone knows that shit.
Oh, that's the dumbest thing ever in life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call on a federal phone where I know they record my calls, and basically
you dumb like that. You trying to set somebody up
in court, and then I'm making a drug deal on the federal phone. That's the goofiest shit in the world. Just last week they saying that I can't be around weed, but now I'm.
Hey, cut shit.
If people say anything and try to do anything to smut you, if I was asking that, why they didn't record the call?
Yeah, that's one of the things I didn't understand about it. I was like, shit, I ain't hear him say that.
Yeah, who in the fuck would ask? First of all, everybody knows me.
Yeah,
right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these.
And lie snitch on another nigga.
Smoke, I don't drink, I don't do.
You the nigga from 8 Mile.
Last week they were making fun of you for not even being able to be around weed, bro. You can't even be around weed. Everyone knows that shit.
Live on IG now.
That's the dumbest thing ever in life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call on a federal phone where I know they record my calls, and basically they listen to everything I say, bring it up in court, and then I'm making a drug deal on the federal phone. That's the goofiest shit in the world. Just last week they saying that I can't be around weed, but now I'm.
Hey, cut shit.
If people say anything
Hit that
and
like
try to
button.
do anything to smut you,
You
if
talking about
I
people
was
on
asking that,
IG?
why they
Go
didn't
to
record the
Active
call?
Shots. We live if you
Yeah,
want to see the
that's one of the things I didn't understand about it. I was like, shit, I ain't hearing say that.
It might not be loose
live.
cannon that's cooperating against Big U,
Go
but
to
there is a lot
YouTube.
of cooperants. I can't even begin to tell you how tragic I think it is, bro,
Yeah,
or how
Poetic.
tragic I think this case is going to end up. I don't know, bro. Based
Poetic
on how
Jala-
many people is
What do you know about a federal RICO case? What have you experienced? Why would we believe your assessment of what's going on, especially when you're talking about loose coochie ain't ratting? But that's just like his idol, DJ Wackademics, a.k.a. Acadiddy. You know what I'm saying? So we finna get to this content. Last night, Big U PC'd up, no jumper allows Gumby slander. Man, no jumper versus Big U. They got takedown notices from letting loose cannon do that Papa Dirt salute. And here they go again. And you got all the no jumper YouTubers pushing this issue, running this content and this narrative, all their names. They're trying to build a narrative on Big U. This is crazy. Let's go. Hit the like button. At any misrepresentation of any of me or my niggas. Nigga, now, if it's some accurate shit, a nigga must humble himself, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And right now, we came to humble Hoover Gumby today. See, we gonna make this a teaching moment. You know what I'm saying? People, hey, first of all, salute Hoover Gumby. You definitely, you're here. You're in the internet creating a conversation. Tips off to you. I can respect that. You was getting it one way, you trying something different, but one thing you can't do is mix oil and water. That's the messy shit. And you can't put your name on the line and speak up on shit like Big U draws. Got it. Rolled it up, PC'd it up, and turned Muslim. You're the first time anybody ever said anything about him PCing up. Hit that like button, man. Now, known as this man is the most notorious black leader in South Central Los Angeles. Politically, nigga. I'm talking about got the deals with the radio stations, does these backpack and football programs, getting paid through the mayor's office, LA City Hall, because of the reputation that he had built before. And then you say, oh, that nigga turned Muslim in jail. Like he was being pressed. Imagine that. Imagine you on a yard and your big homie who had a report, admittingly, this kid admittingly says his G homie had a rapport with Big U. Oh, we gonna get into all of that. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna just sum it up for a teaching moment so y'all understand the gravity of the shit we spitting over here. So the nigga, as if Big U was pressed and turned Muslim in jail. Well, first of all, you was in jail, so maybe you didn't see FX's biggest documentary in their history. Maybe you didn't see The biggest documentary in FX history, nigga. Because had you seen Big U's film, then you would have known that he said when he got to Chicago, he picked up his line. He did that before he went to jail. But to insinuate like you press one a nigga over here, that just don't happen, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? We don't fuck with busters, yees, lollies, or whatever you're trying to insinuate. And the crazy shit, he started off giving him, he's a powerful brother, a black leader in the community. He started off, and then I'm nigga like, is this nigga working for CS2 back? I mean, obviously. You've been out of jail 10 years. Free. Supposed to got the millions on the lawsuit. Big U was out here. None of that energy. Nah. Right? So, it was a situation, right? And this is the fucked up part. Shout out to Tank from Hoover, though. Some of the Hoovers fuck with that nigga. Are you crazy? Even though TD and them could tell you a story about when they went to Tookie's funeral, right? A cold situation. TD just don't do the internet because all you police ass niggas on here is investigating. He just take care of his family, go to work, keep his nose clean. But he could tell you a story where that was a situation, but Big U told me that story. But even crazier, I remember hearing a famous story about Big U, right? And Big U told me that it'll be in the paperwork because the feds had the phones tapped the whole time anyway. Facts, receipts. That's what we do in the Damu Kiwe conversation. I don't know where you do it, where the bar at, but we kind of up there, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And we had receipts the whole time. Hashtag ETE. Hit that like button, man. So, first, Big U was a Muslim once he went to and read that book when he went to move to Chicago. Maybe you don't know who his father is, what his father do in Chicago, Illinois. Maybe you don't know the story, but since you ill-informed, but got the audacity to come publicly and slander one of my niggas, then you know it's up. Hey, but look, hit that like button. Let me get into the chat, man. I ain't even been in the chat. Hit that like button. Hey, to those on Insta, I pinned YouTube Lamonte Sims and that Damu Kiwe Conversations. You can go up there and get the content. Oh, man, my nigga Deuce coming on. What a feeling. I love this feeling. Oh, you know, hey, listen, man, and we appreciate your support and all of the support in the chat. Salute 100, bro. Steffi Weffy, brother Jerry Griffin. Hey, prayers for the brothers. I don't want everybody business out there, but prayers for the brother. Got 2 surgeries coming up, man. Prayers in the chat. I don't know if you want his business out there like that, but just know one of our loved ones that stays support, you know what I'm saying, is finna go through 2 surgeries, man, dealing with health issues. Hopefully we get that, get through that and get news on that soon. D-Twin, salute Duse M's in the chat. You already know what's happening. Salute to the mods and free in the chat. Free Big U. Free Brick Knock the Trick. Yeah, free Brick Knock the Trick, man. Y'all don't like Brick. I fucks with Brick. Hey, that's a fact. Shout out Sepulveda. You already know what it is anyway, P. Some more of it. Sepulveda Prince say, just think We have a Brim speaking on the behalf of a 6-0 against a Hoover. Goes to show real recognize real, no matter what side it is, and staying solid is a must. Hey, man, 100% fact, bro. Salute, 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 bro. That's all it really is. Because if Big U was wrong, listen, Big U came to the Damu Kiwe conversation. He loved the Damu Kiwe conversation. Nigga, he threatened these niggas. Y'all forgot we gonna play that. Take y'all back. But, man, when he first came, he said, hold me to the highest standard. Because that means he's gonna be politicking and flaming other niggas up. You can't be holding people to one standard and selective politic, and when it comes to your issues like CS2 back, that's just not becoming of a real one. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he was flamed up, then we would have to just call it how we see it. If it was really what it was, but the fact that he lied, we gonna pound that shit smack down, nigga, like them motherfucking them 2-ton bombs, nigga, bunker break, what they call them, bunker busters, nigga. We finna blow that shit up. Let's go. Man, he was a good bro. He was a father to his daughter, man. That says a lot more than a lot of you niggas. Groove, what's that? Some kind of integrity and morals. So until y'all can show me some paperwork, I ain't gonna down break nothing. Lights, camera, action. We doing our thing. Yeah. For sure. G-Mac, Damu and Kiwe I'm glad you here. Back Listen in the building, giving y'all the dopest and realest content for sure. Salute, Active Chucks. Hey, Active Chuck. 2 P's in the beat, the homie G-Mac's in there. Vidal Johnson, God. Hey, listen. The brother God is in the chat. Salute to you, God. He said, what the damn deal? Fuck, boy, we passed. I can get, hey, fuck, boy. There's only one person that if y'all see it in the chat, any of the chat, that call me a fuck boy, please don't shoot him. Don't put him on timeout. Vidal Johnson, man, that's God, man. That's the brother, man. Pull up, brother, nigga. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He pulled up, supported back to school supply drive. Active Chucks out in Vegas. I see I'm going to front back from a different state. You know, Megan Davis, what up? I know y'all in here 14 minutes. We're going to get into this chat a little more. Mike B, salute to the bro. Whoa, you already know what it do. Man, I talked to my dog. Shout out my nigga Baby Bomb, Bank Days, Neighbors, NHB. You know what I'm saying? My crimey on the bank robbery. You know what I'm saying? He got out. You know what I'm saying? Not burnt. Good brother, man. That on my paperwork, that's Trayvon Adams. You know what I'm saying? He's shout out to my bro Trey, man. Love that nigga. Beautiful black lady. We're gonna be he want to interview me. He ain't even agreed for me to interview him. He want to interview me. That's my nigga though. Whatever he want. Dead homie. Beautiful black lady. Salute, showing love, but I gotta work in the AM. So enjoy the content. I'm out. Well, thank you for your support. Baby Dig, what's good, y'all? Hit that like button. All right, it's 15 minutes. We gonna get into it. I heard the rumor Big U got hit. Oh man, it's so much bullshit. Fuck Gumby. He crying to a mountaineer why they won't let the Hoovers come on there just to diss another black man. At this point, he got them looking desperate. Hey, they said he had them M's. I was taught to be a black revolutionary, independent militant soldier. Independent. You know what I'm saying? But hey, he's proclaiming that they put the Crip in Crip. I'm just saying, my nigga. I don't know, my nigga. That look kind of different when a nigga has dependencies upon mountaineers. We want our own, nigga. That's always been our shit. Since the Maroons, nigga. Throughout the Americas, nigga, since the Maroons, nigga, and the Seminole War 1 and 2, nigga, we always wanted our own and to be left the fuck alone, bro. Self-governance. That's instilled into everything we represent on either side of the flag, bro. Fact. Fuck that hanging with Mr. Cooper with glasses looking boy. Hey, look, support the prince. Say, man, hey, man. Okay, we got him. Let's get to this content, man. I mean, this shit be so, this should be so disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And no jumper. We gonna build with the brothers. We not trying to put it on you and not hold the mountaineer accountable. We got something for no jumper too. It seems they're accustomed to allowing slander of Big U and his character publicly. That's the federal, even though the shit from no jumper. What up with it? What up with it, L? We'll get to that right now. I gotta stop that and get to this since we talked about the Maroons, man. We always want to educate, man. One thing for sure, two things for certain. All the content, highlights, bring and bullshit brings attention. Every time I get that glance or that light, I want to teach, man. I want to continue to build our people. So when I said the Maroons, I could tell you about what we always wanted. Why we didn't work with this government. Let's go to the 16th century, right? Creating a comprehensive timeline of the Maroons in relation to the Atlantic slave trade involves highlighting key events and developments over several centuries. The Maroons were communities of escaped slaves who established independent, nigga. We need our own independent settlements throughout the Americas, particularly in the Caribbean and parts of South and North America. Here's a broad timeline and outline their history in the context of the Atlantic slave trade. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get into this with the union in here. Oh man, here it go. We ain't gonna have no beef with the union today, brother. Salute to the union, brother. But we teach a Shortstop in the Field podcast, and the union have entered the building. I'm glad they came to support because they usually don't come support. You know what I'm saying? The Damu Kiwe Conversations. Early 1500s, the Spanish bring African slaves to the Americas. Escaped slaves began forming maroon communities in Hispaniola and other parts of the Caribbean. Hispaniola, ain't that like the Dominican Republic or is that Cuba? Let's see which one that is. Hispaniola. I want to be sure what part was Hispaniola so I could be accurate. I know it's Cuba or the Dominican Republic in Haiti. Hispaniola, nigga. You know what I mean? The show taking a long time to pop up. Bear with me, man. We could keep reading. While late 1500 maroon communities start to appear in other regions, including Jamaica and parts of South America, right? 17th century and the 1600s, the Dutch, English, and French intensified the slave trade, leading to more American slaves in the Americas and consequently more escapees and formation of maroon settlements. So now we got settlements where we wanted our independence because that's the only way you're going to get independence. Niggas can't give you independence. You got to take independence, man. You got to make that shit happen. You know what I'm saying? So 1640, first recorded Maroon War in Jamaica between the Spanish Maroons and the British colonizers. Late 1600s, establishment of Palmeiras, a famous Maroon settlement in Brazil. 18th century, 1739 through 1740, signing of peace treaties between the British and the Maroons in Jamaica, recognizing Maroon autonomy in certain regions. Nigga, you talking about sovereignty, you talking about independence. Nigga, this is what we've been fighting for. Nigga, we don't want to be governed by these motherfuckers. We could govern ourselves. They ain't been had our best interests, nigga. The fuck? 1760, Tacky's War in Jamaica, a large slave rebellion in which Maroons played a significant role. 1791 through 1804, the Haitian Revolution, where Maroons were integral to the struggle that eventually led to Haiti's independence from France. 19th century, the 1800s, Maroon communities continued to exist and resist in various regions, even as abolition movements gained momentum. 1838, abolition of slavery in British colonies, impacting Maroon communities and their role in the post-slavery era. Late 1800s, Maroon communities in Suriname and French Guiana continued to resist and maintain their unique cultures. Listen, nigga, they ain't telling y'all that we fought hundreds of years, nigga, as Maroons in settlements for our own independence. They don't tell y'all that. That's why y'all be so ashamed to say that y'all slaves. Y'all descend from slaves. Nigga, I take that in pride, nigga. I understand the sacrifices that were set before I studied this shit. Nigga, I got an understanding of how much and how vigorous our people are. Nigga, how hard-headed our people, how rebellious our people are. Hashtag resistance in the chat. Nigga, that's why the fuck we started the Damu and Kiwe Conversations. This the reason, nigga. 20th century and beyond, Maroon communities continue to exist, focusing on preserving their culture and history. 21st century, modern Maroon communities engage in cultural preservation, land rights issues, and participate in national and international discussions about their history and rights. We ain't trying to debate that with them no more. It ain't up to them. We taking that shit. We're demanding that shit. You know what I'm saying? But this is, they forgot one of the main ones I want to do, especially with this Trump's policies on illegal immigrants, when a lot of the areas that they getting them from are border countries, right? Land that was owned by these same natives. So let me go to that real quick. We're going to go to Gaspar Yanga. You know what I'm saying? Any of y'all ever been to Yanga, Veracruz? Nigga, I've been there, nigga. I'm going to show y'all some video of me there. I got to go piss in a minute, and then we'll get into the thing, and then I'll hopefully I can find the what you call it. But that's enough of that. Let me start this. I'm going to use the restroom, and when we come back, we'll get back up into more of the content. Let's go. Hit that like button if you in here, man. Who comes with more bullshit about Big U? Let's start with this shit, man. Y'all won't never get it, and here come another one. It looked like niggas running the same play. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying from this seat, you know what I'm saying? That it looked like niggas might be running the same play, because the 16er is a real cop, bro. You know what I'm saying? The 16er is the feds, bro. I don't know if his capacity, but just his whole actions, his movement. You know, talk like a duck, quack like a duck, look like a duck.
Why are you not investing in tax liens? No, seriously. Why are you not investing into one of the most incredible real estate strategies that's the most passive and creates the highest rate of return? Now, I bet you're thinking, Brian, I don't even know what that is. And even if I did, I don't know how to do it. So 5 things I want to go over just quickly with you. The first thing about tax liens is it doesn't take a lot of money. The second one is, how do I find these tax lien certificates? We'll show you how to find them at our free training. You can do it right from your own house. The third one is, this is the safest place I have found to get double-digit rates of return. The reason that this strategy is so powerful is because the government mandates these returns. On average, we get 50.
Let's go. Got the ducks home wired up for sound, trying to start fights. We was just reading the COINTELPRO shit about how they had the United slaves whacking Black Panthers, nigga. The FBI just starting shit and fake rumors, disinformation, the same shit whacking Adam 22 do on social media. Had the media spreading false propaganda to instigate further divide and even elimination of Black Panther members. This was acted out on UCLA. So when you talking about the same place, I'm not just talking about Adam 16er bringing loose Coochie Ashley to implicate Big U in crimes on his platform. He was insinuating that Big U had knowledge, foreknowledge about before the unalive of the Nipsey Hussle. Steffi Waffy, Target Mystic. Salute, let's hit that like button. We finna cook. So you get these niggas coming on here, so we gonna get, I'm not saying that, it's the same play that 16er ran with this nigga from Hoover, Gumby. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's the same play that them niggas ran back there between the United Slaves and the Black Panther Party. The feds always focus on divide. They always focus and target on differences, trying to get you to focus on nothing but differences. I'm a Christian, he's a Muslim. I'm a Blood, he's a Crip. I'm a Democrat, he's a Republican. The difference, I'm light-skinned, he dark-skinned. You know what I'm saying? He identifies as Aboriginal to the Americas. He identifies as an Afro-American. He identifies as an Asiatic Black man, right? Or he identifies as the first inhabitants of the earth. So, understanding that, they just keep us separated, fighting for the crumbs off of Master's table, divided, focusing on an argument about being on Adam 16's platform. Come on, man. And now here he goes again, implicating Big U name. They need more conversation. They need a second superseding indictment. See, I don't know if y'all been to the feds like Duse M's been to the feds. Duse M's done. Salute, we cooking today. We cooking. Salute on IG. If you can see us, go on to Lamont. So let's get to this real quick about the Maroons in Mexico and Gaspar Yanga, right? And then I'll show y'all some personal pictures if y'all want to hang out with me. You know what I'm saying? But let me give y'all a little bit more education on that. The content is content. So hit that like button and share. The content is content. Y'all ain't got to worry about that part. As long as y'all here, y'all going to get the content. So down in Veracruz, the biggest slave port in the Americas, Gaspar Yanga, often simply Yanga or Nanga, was a Central African man who led a maroon colony of enslaved Africans in the highlands near Veracruz, New Spain. During the early period of the Spanish colonial rule, he successfully resisted a Spanish attack on the colony in 1609. The Maroons continued their raids on Spanish settlements, stopping their money. When you hit them in the wallet, you gain leverage. If you can fuck their money up, they don't want to lose money. They're greedy. Finally, in 1618, Yanga achieved an agreement with the colonial government for self-rule of the Maroon settlement. We always wanted to govern our own. We always wanted to rule our own. We always wanted our independence. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was later called San Lorenzo de los Negros and also San Lorenzo de Sarajevo. So this is Veracruz today. A national hero in Veracruz, in Yanga, Veracruz. That's where this statue is at. A statue of this man with a sword in his hand. The chain still hanging off his thing that he had broke for a symbol of freedom. And he got with natives up in those mountains, and I think they had like 200 soldiers. They didn't have that much. They just was putting that work in against a whole country. Rest in peace to Gaspar Yanga, man. The next time y'all look at these illegal immigrants as if they're the problem, when this land was theirs already and got took, just like your freedom was taken from you, your independence was taken from you, you might want to realize that they got a lot more in common with us, meaning our enemy, than they got against us, man. Let's go. The active Chuck page right now, I can't go live. CS2 back took me out the game for 7 days. Maybe tomorrow it's up. I'll check. Hey, 2 Capone, book. Nigga, what's happening? Let's pop about it TV, divide and conquer. Hey, man, that's a fact. It's the only way for them to have a chance. Listen, because united, hey, I done been on them yards, nigga. I done seen what unity amongst people that look like us look like. And how far niggas gonna go. Yeah. Some real strong brothers from across the Americas, nigga. Niggas gonna stand for this blackism against all oppression, against all inequalities. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're cool, you know what I'm saying? With the status quo, the politics that is, you know what I'm saying? If you're cool with that, hey, man, I mean, you're a conformist. Maybe it's because you benefited off of the structure. You found success in that. I get that. You know what I'm saying? But we want to change the whole dynamics. We want our own independence. Because we independent. Sound like the Maroons, huh? When we don't, our biggest bank. Sounds like the resistance of the Maroons is being articulated in 2025 on social media. All I'm doing is mirroring exactly what the Maroons wanted and stick to the script, while everybody else have become conformist, conforming to the norms and the laws of this country, of this federal government, the United States of America, Inc. I just want the same independence, economically, educationally. Sounds like the same thing those people fought for, huh? I guess y'all don't think it's worth fighting for no more. Or y'all niggas just are scared to fight and stand on anything. Maybe it's both. Let's go. Black on melanated. We ain't gonna even say black. We're gonna be politically correct. You melanated celestial beings that look like us, right? Like this. right? Let me get to this content because I'm gonna go all the way off subject if I don't hurry up and get this out. So let me get to the content, man. Shout out to the chat, man. The chat's where it's at. Stay active in the chat. I'm gonna give y'all the question. The poll. So CS2. Let's go to Gumby. Let's go to Gumby from Hoover. I think he 9 Duse, so Hoover Criminal Gang. This how he represent himself at this age. Salute to him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he really believed in what he stood on. I can get that, but we got to see that in action. Let's go.
Resist the ordinary and embrace the wow at Floor & Decor.
Conversation. Hit that like button if you haven't already done it. If you're just getting in, welcome to the Damu Kiwe Conversations. We got the content. Let's go. Curtis Castro.
Big
Salute,
U
bro.
is like one of the figures that you have to check in with.
Y'all calling him Big U right now, but at the time, you know what I'm saying? On Hoover though. Like, on Hoover though. Listen, go did some PC shit. Hoover.
This nigga said Groove did some PC shit on Hoover. Hey, maybe he liked that. A lot of pull in them politics. I could get away with a lot. Dunn got away with a lot, right? He put that on Hoover. That Big U did some PC shit. Damn. Niggas, hey, what niggas be saying? That's why homies turning over in their grave right now. He put that on Hoover. This nigga out of pocket. Nigga, we ain't just gonna let you back that up. Hey, one thing about them movies, man, they don't even do the online politics. This nigga gotta be a joint. Not only to be on here doing this, going back and forth with the other boys, now to put that on Hoover. About Big U. Maybe this is what they trying to push right now. Let's hear this.
On Hoover though.
Man, this shit is really terrible.
On Hoover though. Like, on Hoover though. Listen, go did some PC shit. Hoover. Go turned Muslim. He dropped his flag. What?
Yeah, I seen it, Larry Jameson. Muslim. In jail, he did some PC shit. He turned Muslim and dropped his flag. This is what a Hoover nigga is telling y'all about Big U on Hoover. On Hoover. Damn. Hey, listen, bro. It's so, bro, the irony of it all. Fuck all that. I'm finna clear this shit right now. Hit the motherfucking like button. Nigga. There's a story. All right, let me hit that. I'm all through this thing, and I guess that's messing up the thing. I got too much stuff open. That be them long ass live. All right, boom, here we go. We should be back on. That big you, the nigga you said did some PC shit. Handled one of his own people. Yeah, he gonna get an indictment on the Hoover. That got touched because niggas got paid by some Mahindes. Mahindes paid a nigga to do something to a nigga from Hoover, and they moved on it unauthorized. And instead of a war, Big U stood on business. Nigga knocked the nigga eye out the socket. Nigga went to the hole where he paroled from. Where the fuck he do some PC shit in front of some Hoovers at, nigga? Muslim, the nigga was a Muslim before he went to the pen. When he moved to Chicago, he was still a teenager. He came in a Muslim. Ain't nothing changed. Maybe in your belief. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to get into that. We're going to get into just the whole politics about gang members assume because you're a gangbanger, you can't have no belief in God or any spiritual relations. Even such agenda sound like it come from the devil, nigga. You mean you discourage any belief in the Creator, the Most High? This brother's so out of touch. His aura is so fucked up. He don't even see these little calculations. But in their mind, because you're a gang member, you couldn't have any religious belief. But Big U came in to the pen from Chicago, where he became a Muslim. He read the Malcolm X book. If I know the story and it's public, you should know the story before you come up on here putting shit on Hoover. Damn. That you can't stand on, nigga. Not even mention the fact you've been out of jail for 10 years, bro. We heard nada. Not even poquito, nigga. And a nigga fighting the United States federal government. United States versus Eugene Henley Jr. The weight of that on a black man's shoulders. And you get up here and this is what y'all promoting to the internet community. This is what the Hoovers is putting forth to the internet community.
The Chevy Equinox is more than an SUV. It's your chance to give back and your safety.
I hope y'all enjoying this content. We finna teach though. Yeah. I don't think so, my nigga. I think this nigga is too far off the handle, bro. You act like that's what you want to do. I thought niggas came on here to try to do something constructive. My bad. Let's get back to this interview. But yeah, first 30 seconds. That's my take on OG Gumby from Hoover. Big U PC'd up, dropped his flag, and snitched on a neighborhood 40 Crip.
What it is, what it ain't going hard in the paint. Y'all know the slogan. Start a YouTube page, get your cash. Look, we got another one for you today, this morning, top of the movie, and we finna get straight to it. Look, we got Real Tune TV. Go check out Real Tune TV. They got great content, good content, and the best, one of the best interviews out there. Dig this. Go like and subscribe and show love, right? Now, Real Tune TV brought on OG Gummy from South Hoover. And he asked him this question about Big U. Is Big U the boogeyman? Is Big U is the one that you got to see? You got to check in with when you come to LA. And OG Gumby responded like this.
You gotta
Grow turned Muslim. He dropped his flag on Hoover. He was a Crip.
Hold on. We had a minute and a half. First, he went to No Jumper. He get a no jumper interview out of nowhere. I never heard of the dude. But when nigga run to make and Get Back echo, oh, he was supposed to be in that. I hear the shit about the sex. I don't know. Don't give a fuck. Salute to that brother for overcoming whatever trials and tribulations he had to overcome to still be alive today and to be on the internet, right? But this nigga already on this channel, who channel is this, man? Hold on, man. Moving Through Your Hood TV is talking about you gotta check in with Big. What's going on? You, when Big U is facing a federal indictment for saying niggas gotta check in with him or them or us, however they want to frame it. Let's go. 1:24. This is how we start a 9-minute interview. Damn, this is crazy.
When he went to jail and he dropped his flag, I ain't seen nowhere on the Crip application where you can drop your flag for 16, 15 years and then get out of prison and then come back and control and be the whole leader of LA. No, once you drop your flag, it's over with. Whether you turn Muslim, Christian, or whatever, and that's what he did. Big U was a Muslim his whole time in prison. I seen a blog where he said he knocked out like 30 Mexicans or whatever. Right. I wasn't there for that. I didn't hear anything about that in prison. You know what I mean? But that's my assessment of him. You know what I mean? Basically, like, he was a Muslim in jail. That was the last time I seen him. I believe his name was Hannibal. And he wasn't just a Muslim. He was a bean pie Muslim. Like, what is a bean pie Muslim? A bean pie, a Malcolm X. He dropped. Like he was in the Nation of Islam? Yes, completely. He was no longer seen as a Crip. We had a situation to where my gang and
let's stop there.
In the neighborhood.
So you saying that Big U's a buster, because the real definition of a buster is a nigga that don't claim his hood no more, right? That nigga did some buster shit, which would be a little different. But basically, this is what this dude is on, running the content and then trying to act like he's trying to instigate an issue between the 40s and Big U side of the 60s. Nigga, he told the fuck he sold the 40s out, said that they did a murder. Why is you on here talking about who did some hot ones and about who's checking in and we just getting to know you? I'm really asking myself, is this nigga compromised with CS2 back? Stand on the media here. You already know, Deuce. That's a CS2 badges play. You know he plays both sides of the game. Wax them. Hey, listen. Before I even got there, my nigga stand on the media fast as a motherfucker, nigga. He already sees the play. It's this CS2 back's mortal enemy. Says he would just happen to be in the pen with Big U. The first person who ever said that, say he was no longer looked at as a Crip. Well, first and foremost, thank you for that. I'm quite sure with all these bitch-ass niggas in his paperwork right now, it's a whole lot of bad feelings he might have to say looking at some Crips, specifically his own homeboys or so-called associates. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure he has those type of thoughts at times right now. You know what I'm saying? When it appears that these niggas on the streets wanted me out the way, they wanted the contract.
Raising the next generation is one of the biggest jobs you can have. But finding wholesome
Let's hit that like button. So jealous that they wanted the contract. And one of the partners, if you believe CS2 back at No Jumper, didn't have a problem with you getting that interview. And this guy obviously didn't have no problem with you getting that interview. I mean, maybe he just clout chasing. Big U's in what's called the blowing up Hoover, undermining this man's name, implicating him in knowing something about some hot ones in the 40s did allegedly. Like, that's a whole lot in the first 2 minutes of an interview, 2 minutes and 37 seconds for the 37. That's crazy, bro. OG Hoover Bub disagree with this shit Gumby doing. Hey, listen, man, I seen that too, but that's Hoover business, and I respect his position. Nigga, we don't move like that, nigga. Whatever niggas got, niggas can go ahead and politic that at Manchester Park or wherever, right? Get off the internet with it. The feds is on the internet, and he alluded to one of the niggas being a rat, the biggest rat. He was talking about CS2 back. He just didn't want to step into this internet bullshit. Everybody in the streets know these niggas working, bro. But this nigga wanted to be, anytime a nigga go No Jumper now, nigga. What's wrong with this? Let me see what the hell's going on. You got to start questioning that off the gate. What's this nigga's intention? Is he compromised? You know what I'm saying? Shit. They dirty bag up Big U name and keep the homie in the big. Yeah, that shit crazy, bro. Niggas live in this nigga's shadows, nigga. Nigga, you couldn't even look that nigga in the eye.
Went to war. Saying when I was in prison.
So what we got
Big
going
U,
on? You talk about
which was Hannibal at the time. He basically got a pass. The day my homeboy Straw Dog, HRP from 07, got killed in Folsom, Marcelli was the homie from 11 Deuce, you know what I mean? And he had the yard, basically meaning that he was like, he had the keys. And, you know what I mean? He was a little bit older than me. And he knew a lot of different, older, gang members from different gangs. And he was, fairly acquainted with, Big U, who name was Hannibal at the time. And on the day that Straw Dog HIP got killed, we getting, tidbits of different information about what happened.
I ain't gonna argue.
First we heard that it was a riot in Folsom.
Believe you.
And then we heard that
I think that's very well put.
A black got killed. And then we heard that it was a black on black situation. Hannibal comes through the work exchange gate and he's calling my big homie and he's basically asking this.
My bad. Every time I go try to answer a message or something, I mess up the damn thing.
I'm saying you hurried over and talk to the homie, and I was a few feet away from where they were talking at. And he explained.
Real quick. Do they know Jesus' disciples was thugs? And criminals, right? Well, they did try to stone that nigga Judas, nigga. So yeah, they wasn't going for it. But I see a lot of other people got different ideologies, you know. They look down on anything associated with structure. Let's go.
He said, you know what I'm saying, Assalamu alaikum, brother. You know what I'm saying, I'm sorry for your loss, you know what I'm saying, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And the homie, like,
oh, my bad. Everybody, please stand up. Oh, hell. Yeah, it's in the building. Hey, if they didn't know music, so that I could think, right? So let's go. So here it go right here. You say the fact that they kept us down only backfire. Oh, okay, here it go. Boom. Duse M, go to baby cartoon for 5'9". Hoover, yeah, we seen that. Likes are close, but could be a wee bit closer. If you haven't yet, remember to tap like. Gumby about to get an indictment on the Hoovers. They better X him out before he complete his mission. He is the 600 of the Hoovers. Oh, yeah. Stand on the media. Let's see what they saying about this. I don't believe shit that nigga Gumby says. Gumby a goofball. Sepulveda the Prince. We got a super chat, Tarn Mystic. We'll get to that before we get off. Deuce, the only nigga on earth doing reaction to his own reaction. Salute Deuce M, a real gangster. To get active while it's still legal. To share ideas, opinions, and solutions. The oppressors don't want you having any concept of reality. They'll destroy our ability to speak, to keep control. Yeah, they don't want us to think. You know what I'm saying? They want y'all off that lean. All right. Whack 100 CS2 back want Big U contracts. That's money. That's why he wanted to get him out the way. Big U facts. These sorry motherfuckers coming after this man, Big U, because they jealous. These devils fuck up our community and don't repair it. With all respect, Big U made mistakes in the community, but it's corrected. Hey, man, I couldn't have said that better than myself. Adnan Muhammad. But we going to get into this. Yael, you can catch up pretty good on what's going on. Hoover boy says Big U PC'd up, turned Muslim in jail, and was no longer claiming Rollin 60s. Well, Big U became a Muslim on the streets before he went to the pen. So that ain't shit changed. But this the narrative, this they got him pushing. So we asking where this nigga come from. You want to take a guess, where this nigga came from?
I'm gonna say he either came from the CS2 back committee or he's a paid informant doing some informant work.
That's just the first thing that come to your mind when the nigga do some weird shit like that.
Yep. First thing. I don't even think outside. I think outside the box, but with this, it's like straight to him. Like this reeks of whack CS2 back activity. Federal it just reeks of rat cheese.
Federal activity.
That's what it sounds like.
Oh man. All right, we gonna get to it then, man. Yael is cooking already. It's gonna be a long day. Let's go.
Him like, what you talking about? And he, you know what I'm saying, went on to say, oh, I'm sorry, you didn't know. He gave a name of a dude from 40s who killed the homie and explained to us that the 60s didn't have nothing to do with it. And at that point, I'm saying the homie explained to him like that we would investigate it. I'm saying thanks for the information, etc., etc. So when he walked back to me, because I was only standing a few feet away, I'm saying, asked me, did I hear it? I heard it. So now I know this war. And at this time, I'm saying I'm probably like 19, 20 years old.
And he's 19, 20 years old.
I consider this yard RICO.
He's 19, 20 years old on the yard, hearing all of this and talking about retaliation, and he still ain't got to no retaliation. But Big U was in this conversation giving up the 40s. We got nothing to verify that, to validate that, but your word. A word that didn't come out for 10 years since you've been out. you didn't even speak on this. But now, after going to No Jumper, you come out talking about he's a buster. He was not looked at as a Crip. You 19 years old, right? What up?
This isn't outsourcing, it's outsmarting. She runs 2 companies with a team of AI specialists.
Oh, is this a new commercial?
All right, yeah. Last time we...
What up, Chinte? Active in the chat. See my nephew up in there, the Vermont General. Salute, fool. But yeah, bro, this nigga speaking up on that though, and then trying to throw flames to the fire of the 40s and the 60s. I'm really starting to believe that these No Jumper niggas and the feds is targeting the 40s. This nigga act like first the 6-0's under one indictment, right? They said it was 60 niggas on it. That wasn't 60 on that indictment. Y'all don't remember when Loose Cannon came out and said it was a Rollin indictment and it was 60 people they was picking up, but they ain't picked up 60. So that means a lot of niggas probably talking and others just ain't the investigation's not finished. So they still under investigation. Now here he come in talking about Big U's a busted, some hot ones, and trying to tie that to him. This is really groovy, huh? Hey, this is really groovy, huh?
It's groovy, baby.
Hit that motherfucking like button, man. Y'all know we gonna flame up this bullshit.
So we have the information that we needed that the homie, you know what I'm saying, died, by the hand.
Hey, hold on. Money Inc. This is a good point. Money Inc. says Hoovers ain't turning against him over the 60s, and blood really a Hoover though, and put on work in behind the walls, and everyone ain't rats because they don't like Big U. They was behind the walls, blood. Yeah, they was behind the walls, but he ain't did nothing to the man behind the walls. He said he wanted to do something. His G homie told him sit his ass down and shut the fuck up. On top of that, I'm not so sure. It ain't about them doing something to him over some 60s. You didn't hear the story where Big U stood on what was right when a nigga from Hoover was wrong behind that wall, right? Knocked out somebody's eyes out their socket, stood on business, and then had to do a shoe turn for that, where he paroled from. So motherfuckers be having that. It ain't necessarily about Big U. It's about nobody being bigger than the program. Because for sure, what he doing is very, very hazardous. It's toxic. It's creating an unsafe community based on a lie. Now, if he was standing on what was true, I'm quite sure his homie's gonna ride with him. But I don't think that them niggas is trying to war. The Hoovers is war tested, battle tested, right? Them niggas would be, if that's what they wanted, they wouldn't be sending that nigga to the internet to be talking about it, implicating them in crimes and shit. That's asshole backwards. The Hoovers don't even be on the internet like that, bro. We got something from an OG that spoke up on it just before it went to the Big U thing, just with this nigga Gumby going against another nigga who's supposed to be from Hoover named Hawk, right? And so we'll get to that, but let's get back to this right now. Yeah, I'm not so sure. I don't think that nigga's bigger than the program. On top of that, I see the 5'9" boy came out talking about nigga keep Diablo name out your mouth. So nigga, it be internal shit that be going on that niggas can't speak to, that they deal with behind closed doors. Nigga, it ain't no end all say all. He ain't no nigga just because he a soldier. Nigga, just because you a soldier don't mean that you at the table when them decisions is made. that you gotta say so, or not even a say so, the ultimate say so, making decisions that directly affect others. Yeah, nah. I think that the Hoover's way more structured than that. You underestimating that aspect. Let's go.
So in the neighborhoods, so immediately we plotting revenge. I mean, one of ours dead, we gonna make one of y'all dead too. So the only neighborhood 60s, actually the only neighborhoods that was up there was, I believe, Lil Squeak was behind the wall, and Hannibal, which was formerly known as Big U. So now it's to the point to where our building officers are calling us by name to come in. You know, me, and so I was like saying, like, let's get Big U. But one of my older homies who was a Muslim, you know, kind of like, not even kind of like pretty much told me, Gumby, shut the fuck up. And he explained to me that that's not Big U. His name is Hannibal.
Is this nigga on drugs?
Let's count the smiles.
If you want.
Amazon Freight scales with
Listen, man.
Conversations.
Tell him again, y'all. They're talking about he's go ahead.
Damu Kiwe Conversations.
Nobody say that Damu Kiwe the way Yael say that Damu Kiwe. Another nigga say that Damu Kiwe the way Yael say that Damu Kiwe, nigga. Yeah, man. Yeah, this some nasty work though, bro. Because I think that some of you crash dummies think that just because a nigga done put in work before that gives him the end all say all. Nah, nigga, this ain't no dictatorship. Nigga, it's different niggas, and he might have influence. But to be making that decision, he could be for 9 deuce. The 9 foes, the 8 trades, the 5 deuce, 5 9s, 7 foes might not be smelling what he's selling, nigga. Nigga, you just had 6 million, nigga. You didn't give us none. Hold on. I got a call. Who is this? Hello? Hello? Okay, you Omega Law Group calling about what? Oh yeah, I'm busy right now. Could you call me back tomorrow? All right, bye. So pardon me on Clubhouse, you know what I'm saying? But I had to take that call. It was a lawyer's office. So let's go. Big U, he heard Big U sell out the 40s to his big homie, saying that he was sorry that he had took a loss on their homie or whatever. And instead of being like, okay, the homie got this, the opposition sold up and giving us information, I want to get Big U. And his big homie tell him, shut the fuck up. You 19 years old, talking about you want to get Big U. You ain't said why you want to get Big U. You said that he said the Foley's did it, and they saying that the Foley's did it. So what made you want to get Big U? What'd he do to you? Shit crazy, man. Hey, the feds got to come better than this, my nigga.
Explain to me the difference between a devout Muslim and him. And what she said, he like, look, I go to Juma, you know what I'm saying? And I, you know what I'm saying, believe in Allah, and I practice as much as I can, but I straddle the fence because I'm still over here dealing with over politics and prison politics. But Hannibal, which is Big U, you know, he adopted the Islamic culture completely. He dropped his flag. In our communities, you can't do that. That's equivalent to PCing up without PCing up. Like, if I'm a gang member and I turn Christian, Muslim, or non-affiliate, or I don't bang no more, I'm a second-rate citizen now. And what I mean by that's like PC.
Second-rate citizen now.
Seeing up. He's seeing up means that you go into protective custody, right? But when you turn Christian or Muslim or any of these other different religious denominations, right?
Why you keep saying turn? The nigga being a Muslim. When he was in the county, when him and my little brother got down, he was a Muslim. So what the fuck you mean a second what you call it? Yeah, Booger Brim called Big U out for the fade, nigga. They got down in the county jail 2003. Ali Bob was on the floor and some other niggas. Witnesses to the fade. So what is you talking about? Second class citizen. And he turned. Nigga, he been a Muslim. After they got down, them niggas prayed together. Both of them niggas came in and were Muslim. Don't act like all Muslims is holier than thou. A lot of us fall short of our achievement, and sometimes that should be a journey. Every day, nigga, wish and strive to get closer to the Most High, to be more like him. Hey, respectfully, Money Inc., I can name a couple incidents where we got into it with the Muslims. Shout out to homie Baby D, rest in peace, from Oklahoma in the feds. Shout out to homie Cree from Anthony. Nigga, ain't nobody untouchable, nigga. If a nigga cross a line or a threshold with a lack of respect, nigga, anybody can get it. Now, with that being said, just because Big U is a Muslim, nigga, that ain't gonna save a nigga. If a nigga felt he had something to do, nigga, ain't no passes. He said he wanted to do it. His homie, who is a Muslim, who he said was a fake Muslim, is telling him shut the fuck up. He deals with this man through Islam. But his G homie that's running the yard from Hoover is a Muslim, but he's not a buster or a PC case, but he told him to shut the fuck up. But Big U is no longer 60 and he's a buster in a PC case giving information on the 40s to the Hoovers. This shit crazy. That's what we talking about. As far as the Muslims, bro, the Muslims cross that line, they can get it too. Niggas bar none on that shit. Now in the feds, you hit some of them yards, Muslims be deep and they'll try you. But I'm telling you, niggas done really got into it with the Muslims protecting. Allah forgives snitches, and niggas in the feds like, I don't give a fuck what your Allah forgives. That rat ass nigga gotta go. You know what I'm saying? And it done went up like that. So you can't say like that's an ultimate protection. That's not the facts, bro, at all. To be more with the universe, with his creation. That shit ain't just overnight. This shit is crazy, bro. I swear to God, I didn't even hear all of this part. I thought this dude came out like, I'm like, damn, okay. He came out on the Hoover shit. I get that part. He fucking up by begging from a mountaineer when we want our own. That's what me and Big U was working on. We want our own, bro. Now that money had to go on a lawyer. We had to take that money back out for his lawyer, bro. Hey, hold on. Steffi Weffy, a civilian. Look at this comment Steffi Weffy put up here. Yeah, you see that?
This broke back written all on the play. Trying to prove Big U is alleged leader sounds like a FBI needs some help. Steffi Weffy, that is a very valid, sound fact, because guess what? They send people like CS2 back to create narratives and things like when they went on No Jumper with Loose Booty Cannon. Y'all remember that? Ain't that one of the ways they did it? Not just one of those ways. They sent other ways. 600 pennies. They keep coming with ways. What do you say? I got phases. First, I like 3 fingers. Then I like the finger. And then I like the finger, thumb, and pinky. Yeah, nigga, we know what you like. We know what you like. You work in phases. And just like the FBI, they work in phases. They send millions. They pay people on the internet to get over here and spin narratives, and they use these puppet strings. They pull PS2 or whatever you want to call them, CS2, and he get people like this goofball right here. This nigga's a goofball, man. Super goofball, goofy to the highest power of goofologist. Goofology, he's the highest, one of the highest parts of goofology. This nigga right here is. Look at the shit. Look at this nigga, man. He's sitting right here looking like a Metro set. Listen, brother, you need to get kicked in your ass. What a Stacey Adams on point. This nigga's a super goofy.
Right. Well, let's get to this because I'm trying to get to a part because I got something else I want to show you. He's still fighting this case, and you on here talking about you heard Big U talking about some hot ones, and the YouTuber is talking about he's the guy you got to check in with. This shit is crazy, and all the while trying to get the tension with the rolling 40s and the rolling 60s up. First and foremost, I think y'all over investing into that divide. I'm quite sure some people might not like each other. That's how beef with old allies. But I don't hear them niggas going at it in the streets. Why are y'all trying to bring up old shit, old beefs, old wounds? This is what you want. And why are you implicating and hearing Big U talk about some hot ones anyway? I guess this is groovy.
What you're doing is that you're stepping back from all of the politics, from all of the gang politics. You know what I'm saying? You're living your life for God. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying Big U chose to do. So for 15 plus years, this man was a fuck Muslim. No disrespect to the Muslims.
No,
I
he
feel
on my
disrespected
Instagram,
because
John Jr.
he even played the religious card. Like 15 years, you're a Muslim. So how the fuck you get out of jail and talking about you the king of LA?
So there you have it, folks. OG Gumby from Hoover said he feel disrespected by Big U pushing his Crip when he denounced Crip in prison. He put his flag down. He became a devoted Muslim, a bean pie Muslim. Big U should have no say-so in this Crip business because he put his flag down. His name was Hannibal. He was no longer
still
Big
Hannibal.
U.
You didn't see the indictment?
One of the Hoovers got killed. Big U came over to the Hoovers, talked to one of their G homies, sent his condolences.
Why does
Hannibal
sound nervous?
told the OG Hoover that it was no 60s that killed your homies. It was the 40 neighborhoods that killed your homies. That's some deep stuff to tell your enemy about your ally. That was kind of nerve-wracking right there when he said that. Like, whoa, I would never did that right there. You know what I'm saying? I would just send my condolences. I mean, you know. But I would have never said that. But, man, what y'all feel about this right here, man? I ain't really got too much to say about it, man. Y'all heard what he said. You know, Big U wasn't cripping up in there. He was a Muslim. He get out here. He pushing a whole cold line.
Why are you not investing in tax liens? No, seriously. Why are you not investing into one of the most
conversations? Big U was out here pushing a cold.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements.
The man who brought the gang violence in his grid down throughout his tender from day uno, and they knew he was one of the ones that could do it, so they made sure they got him the bag to do it. He had the relationships with Tank from Hoover and all these other niggas. He really wanted to bring down the murder rates within his community. He got out trying to illustrate that. Islam helped mold his mind to doing that. See, there's different levels to this gangster shit, bro. And I see where you at, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Just because you was a rider, everybody ain't a thinker. You said he can't be the voice out here for Crips and this and this and this and that. Who said he was the voice of Crip? He's a reputable Crip. He did what he was supposed to when he was supposed to. And he grew and evolved like everyone in life's supposed to do. You and your growth seems to have been stunning, bro. Psychologically, I can't even digest why you would even speak as if you was on this nigga level, bro. I done had conversations with Draws. He don't talk much. And he damn sure ain't gonna reveal how sharp he is, nigga. But he got comfortable with me and Most Scandalous Los Angeles one day, and we had a deep conversation as black men. Right now, I'll talk to you later. That's what he on. You talking about who's supposed to run this and that, nigga. You from Hoover, you should know. Don't nobody run shit, nigga. Nigga, it's the food chain out there. Them YNs will light your motherfucking ass up. You think they give a fuck? I was popping niggas 30 years ago, 15 years ago. What you doing now, nigga? Niggas ain't letting niggas, let alone Big U. You see niggas telling on that nigga. Think he was worried about some Crip time, bro? That nigga was growing. Obviously, when you take that pledge, it's till death with some niggas that really meant that. It's in their heart. But even more than that, on the West Coast, nigga, in South Central, nigga, where this gangster shit started at, it's generations and generations of tribes, of villages. Niggas is like family. Growing up through the struggle. Nigga, them ties are never severed, nigga. Oh, well, he because he grew spiritually and he turned Muslim, he turned Muslim on the street. After reading Malcolm X book. That doesn't make him no less of a Crip or whatever. He found himself and knew he had a higher purpose. What's your purpose? If you speaking up on the throne and you think you should be put in this position, right? What is your plan, sir? I know what Big U vision was. I know what his businesses was doing. I know the events I done ran with him in the community. What the fuck you done did for the community? Nigga has $6 million. Hold on. This shit is a language you obviously don't speak, my nigga. Nigga is talking about leadership, and he go post with a bunch of niggas on the block and think that's leadership. You got to understand the difference between instilling fear and dictatorship and leadership, right? Leadership, you would show and demonstrate by your actions whether or not people want to follow behind you, whether what you're saying is conducive with their ideals and goals, short-term and long-term moving forward. You have presented no goals. You just aspire to be seen in a certain light. You aspire to have some kind of control and power. Let's get to this real quick. You don't even sound like you understand the practical application of power, nigga. It's levels to this shit, nigga. Seems like you didn't even get admissions into a JC, nigga. But on some other shit, You say that hello, because he ain't denounced his heritage. That's the word, his culture, right? His cultural ties. He can't be a Muslim first and foremost. Ain't nobody judge a Muslim save Allah. Save Allah. Right? And if you believe in the 5 pillars of Islam, nigga, you's a Muslim. And then we are Muslims at the heart of everything anyway. Because all a Muslim is one who does the will of Allah. And we are doing the will of Allah whether we know it or not. All merciful, all wise. Alhamdulillah. But back to this, and you judging this, brother, let me get to this real quick. So let's go here, right? You're going to judge whether or not this brother could be a Crip and a Muslim. Well, let's talk about the house real quick, right? I want you to go to the motherland, to where the Hausa people live, right? This is a challenge for that ignorant nigga from Hoover, the one trying to start gang wars online. So divide on a platform begging a mountaineer after getting $8 million. This is crazy. So I want y'all to pay attention to some of the wording about the Hausa people. Pay attention.
The Hausa people, one of Africa's largest ethnic groups, have a rich history rooted in northern Nigeria and southern Niger. Traditionally, the Hausa were animals.
I know some of y'all believe in ancestral DNA in Nigeria. A lot of us tend to have that in these DNA tests. Maybe you can see the similarities of ignorant groove. Let's go.
Worshipping nature spirits and ancestral gods. In the 11th century, Islam began to spread, brought by traders and scholars. Over time, Islam became the dominant religion, deeply influencing Hausa culture and governance. Islamic practices, such as daily prayers and Ramadan, became integral to Hausa life. Islamic scholars, or malams, played a key role in education and law. Despite Islamic influence, the Hausa still celebrate traditional festivals like.
Despite the Islamic takeover, the Hausa still celebrate traditional festivals. Tradition. Like Hood Day. It's a tradition in my village. You see how slow niggas March is? Madness, nigga. These niggas is trying to push a narrative that Big U's a buster, or that you can't have ties to and practice different things that magnetize your community, your village, your neighborhood, festivals, traditions, right? But yet you got the Hausa tribe, they're Muslims, but yet they still practice their Hausa traditions. It's the exact same difference.
Right.
These are tribes, because the police and some of our actions help to criminalize being from these communities or being black, being criminalized, period. Most people just associate those organizations with negative things. But I would say that that's bullshit. When you look at the works of some of the dudes from these organizations, they don't get enough props. These dudes that's from these communities that's changing and curving the narrative for a better place for these kids, I say they not getting enough props. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, the positive doesn't get too much light. The negative spreads like the plague. Like the plague. But yeah, this is the Hausa tribe. They still allow you to have an identity outside of Islam. So if you identify and go to a festival for Hood Day with the people you grew up in your community, some of your family members, people you went to school with, people you played ball with. That in itself, associating, networking with, building with, constructively with those in your community is not something negative. That's what these niggas is trying to paint the picture as. If you associate yourself with these inner city communities and you're a member, which once you become a member, you're a member regardless. Niggas don't forget you shot them 25 years ago. That metal get real cold in the middle of the night, nigga. It stop niggas from sleeping and enjoying their sleep. They don't give a fuck if that was 25 years ago and now you a pastor. Nigga, they gonna treat you the same way as if they would have caught you 25 years ago. They just now catching up with your ass. But let's listen to the Hausa, and then we'll hear the Fulani, and then I'm going to show y'all something else. I made a song called March Madness, nigga. And you on here talking about a nigga can't be a Muslim. Talking about he can't be a Muslim and be a Crip. Nigga, it's the same thing. The culture, the traditional festivals. Nigga, we tribal people. And forget if it was in Africa. The same for those religious beliefs in the Americas, the Aboriginals here, bro. This dude is off, bro.
Like the Durbar, a grand equestrian parade.
Nigga,
Today,
listen.
the Hausa continue to blend Islamic and traditional practices in their daily lives. The story of the Hausa people is a testament.
Hey, John Jr., shout out my pops, man. So the politics has started, right? So my dad, John Jr., J.J. Brown, say, what's the difference with his homeboy being a Muslim and Big U being a Muslim? What about that? We gonna have to change his name from Gumby to Goofy Gumby Groove, nigga. Triple G, nigga. Goofy Gumby Groove, nigga. Goofy Gumby Groove, nigga. Triple G, nigga. Besides that, while he popping this, what you call it, my pops was also on the yard with Big U. On the yard with him. These niggas that lie in the face of Jesus Christ. But the real question is, why are they lying on them? When they can't find no smut on you, then they start with the lies. Let's go. This nigga is goofy, nigga. What's the difference with your homeboy being a Muslim and half-stepping and Big U being a Muslim? You said that the nigga was not on his deen Gumby Groove,
Mm-hmm.
and
Nigga,
said that he. What's the
G.
difference with him being a Muslim and him not being a PC and him being able to tell you to shut the fuck up, which means you the buster? Because if these niggas is busters, because Big U's a buster, because he turned Muslim in jail, right? So your homeboy turned Muslim, but he was faking with his Islam, so he ain't a buster.
Fact,
He ain't a second-class citizen. It sounds like you selective politicking, my nigga, to push an agenda, to push a narrative. Damn, John Jr. fried him. Nigga, that's the number one question right there. Let's get to, we finna go to the chat real quick. Let me pause this, man. Hit that like button if y'all ain't already hit it. Get us in the algorithm.
Jealous because they see qualities
I'm finna
in
go
him
to
can't find in themselves.
I'm gonna make
What
a
do you do
toll
with his 6
based
million?
on what John Jr.
How
said.
come we
That
ain't
was a
seen-
hell of a. Hey, listen, real quick, bro. I work in that what you call it. I've been in the city councilman's office. I helped work those election campaigns. I got the Active Chuck charitable org. I ain't seen the Hoovers pushing no back to school supply drive. I ain't seen this nigga Gumby specifically push no back to school supply drive. I ain't seen Gumby feeding the people on Skid Row. I ain't seen Gumby running pimps up off of Figueroa in his hood. I ain't seen Gumby do no philanthropic work in the communities of LA. But he's talking about what niggas owe him. Right? What you do with your 6 million, nigga? You owe us then. Since you saying that you the leader of the black community in LA. Well, that means you owe us an explanation. Where that 6 million at, nigga? Why we don't got a center in the Hoovers, nigga? Why Manchester Park don't got a center in there teaching martial arts and all of this positive stuff, Gumby? Hey, Groove, this nigga want to call y'all niggas for the war, but this nigga ain't gonna call y'all when he got that 6 million. I'm just saying, I know the Groove don't give a fuck about putting in work. Them niggas one of the most notorious sets for putting in work in LA. But y'all can't be a nigga sucker, man. He playing y'all like a sucker. He acting as if he care about what Adam 22 got going on, the kids in the culture, what Big U got going on, and the Big U not being able to be a leader because he's not this big Crip, right? He buried his flag. He buried his bone. You know? He buried his bone. He's no longer a Crip, so he can't lead the melanated communities in LA. This shit is crazy, bro. But he ain't telling us what happened to that 6 million. I'm just saying, don't call me and expect me to do a felony for free. Hey, on the dead homies, hey, Yael, listen, you my brother. I love you. If your life in danger, I'm coming, but you gonna owe me something if I come.
Hey, brother, I get it. Hey, I agree. I get it.
Yeah, listen, because I can't call Yael for all the smoke, and then as soon as I get on and I got $20 million, I don't call Yael about that play. I don't call Yael and tell him how we gonna get this together. I just call Yael when the shit that's could put him in jail, take him away from his family, fuck up his job and the promotion he just got, his entertainment career, music. He's on DJ listens, getting spins now. I'm going to say, fuck all of that. I want you to go down for me because we from the same hood. Hold on, here go Maria. Babe, what's up? I'm live. Mighty. All the Gumby did is smoke that dope. They said he smoked up on mamas. I smoked that 6 million. That nigga, hey, bro. Now, wonder that nigga's jaw didn't bounce back. Nigga, that nigga smoked off the whole 6 million. Motherfucking, let's get to the content. I'll be right back. For Triple G, hashtag Triple G. Triple G in the chat. Let's get Gumby Groove, nigga. Goofy Gumby Groove. He got that from
Goofy Gumby
Pussy
Groove.
No Honey, straight busting. Yeah. So I'm gonna put Triple G, nigga. So here goes the hashtag ETE in the chat. I just got some from the brothers too. I got you smoked out. Good looking out, bro. I got you as soon as I finish getting into the houses. So you got the Hausa people, you got the Fulani tribe. This is their customs. This is their culture, their unique culture, right? And despite their beliefs in Islam, they're able to still represent their village, their customs, their traditions. But obviously, Triple G believes that gang members in Los Angeles shouldn't have these rights, shouldn't have a culture, shouldn't have these unique customs, traditions. This is what his argument is saying. I mean, by his assessment, when he's trying to target Big U, let me see, is Gumby Whack 100's new exposer. Gumby Whack 100 new exposer? No. Hashtag ET's definitely working though. Definitely working. Hey, active in the chat. Degante Cobbin said, this shit is prime example of everything you see on the internet ain't the same when you see it in real time. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's really crazy. Let's go. The working and agenda. So some people might not believe it's whack, but might believe that he's definitely working with an agenda. Get active in the chat. The chat's where it's at. But yeah, so that's the Hausa tribe. So we got into the Hausa people and their religious practices. And it's customary within Islam. Fuck the streets and what he talking about. Within Islam. You could do that. You don't see the similarities in West Coast culture. The graffiti, nigga, the graffiti. You don't see the graffiti. The music. You don't see the West Coast twist, the South Central twist. You know what I'm saying? Nigga Cats and Chuck Taylors, nigga Active Chucks, nigga. You don't see our own unique culture. Nigga, it's in everything that we do. This is what the Europeans want to exploit. AJ Brown. So you want to devalue our culture? Right? Let me get to this other one. So that was the my nigga Fam
The biggest thing for me is reliability. Somebody that stands behind their word.
I'll tell y'all
you know,
what Fam West said right now, and then we'll get back to the content. We got JJ Brim in the thing. All right, here it goes. So now we can get up off that. Boom, let's pause it. So Fam West said, I'm driving, laughing at this smoker speaking down on the real one. My unks ain't never said nothing bad about Big U. They did time with the homie. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Niggas will just make some shit up and smut your name. Bro, this shit is crazy. Tell you about them dirty politics. Hey, kids, this is why you don't want to join these organizations. 2025, you see how fake this shit really is. Let's go. Fulani's, hold on. So that's not the only tribe, you know, if he wants to argue that that they're infidels because they still honor their shit. It's customary. So we're going to get to the Fulanis, right? See, I told y'all you teach. It's different levels to this leadership shit. This dude sounded like he was a goon, and because he was a goon and went through the wars that all other gangsters went through, that he should be a gangster, that he's a thinker. This is what he's trying to suppose. And here we are teaching him so early into his YouTube career. You know what I'm saying? Your first impression was big. But big for what? Let's get to this. Story of the Fulani.
The Fulani people, one of the largest nomadic groups in the world, are found across West Africa. They possess a rich cultural heritage, deeply rooted in their pastoral way of life. Many Fulani people are devout Muslims, having embraced Islam over 1,000 years ago. Islam influences their daily life, guiding moral, social, and political decisions. Traditional Islamic practices such as prayer, fasting, and charity play a key role in their spiritual life. Sufism, a mystical Islamic tradition, has also shaped the religious practices of many Fulani. Fulani religious leaders, or imams, guide their communities through spiritual and ethical challenges. In the 19th century, the Fulani Jihad helped spread Islam across West Africa, led by Uthman Dan Fodio. Today, the Fulani continue to practice and preserve their Islamic faith, blending it with their unique cultural identity.
Blending it, their Islamic faith, they keep that. Went to war for Islam to spread Islam, but they still keep their faith blending with their unique cultural identity. This is permissible by the in the Quran. This is nothing that's opposed to Islam. Now, if Big U is getting out there and sinning and going against Islamic beliefs, then that's something him and the Most High Allah has to deal with on his day of reckoning. That's not for me nor you to even judge. You think you're God? You're Triple G. How can you be God and make such decisions and judge someone on their religious practices? Nigga, where's your standard at? What have you done for the community? What have you done for the kids in your hood? Didn't you just get $6 million? Nigga, I ain't seen you at the 5K Peace Walk. I ain't seen you on Skid Row. I ain't seen you doing no back to school supply drives, nigga. What the fuck? Nigga come around here like shit sweet talking about Big U was a bad leader and he needs to do this, all the while begging a motherfucking mountaineer to do something in your community when you just had 6 million, nigga. Get the fuck up out of here with that bullshit, nigga. Now, if the white boy go for it, that's your play. But good luck with that. That nigga put you in jail. Now Dirk become a Muslim in the middle of the heat. But Big U been practicing. Now he has silence to regroup his spirit. Gumby is snitching. Listen, I told y'all what y'all thought. OG Mac Drama, salute. What up, Funk? Real Tune TV, I think he's a Hoover from Texas. That's whose platform he's on. Oh, man, they said he sounds scared. Sound like he in a trap house basing, using the plug for Active Chucks. Myron, Sight Sim Dog, salute, bro. We ain't on Active Chucks, though. Let CS2 back hit my channel. I might be able to go live tomorrow, man. He insinuating that Big U was scared in prison. G, yeah, get the hell out of here. Never heard Big U say he was the king of a motherfucker. Bro, Big U told me he don't run nothing, nigga. He run himself. That's all he want to be responsible for. Himself and them children, nigga. That nigga don't give a fuck about nothing else. Believe me. His businesses. You know what I'm saying? I believe Hawk when he said Gumby was fucked in prison. I think it's definitely levels and whack on level 1 still. He working for CS2. Shit crazy to even hear so-called grown-ass men with stripes talk like that. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Salute, Mike B. Deuce, I'll say it. Hayden Clout. All right, Jerry said Hayden Clout. LA, is that why he stabbed him and got away with it? He was a Vic. I was ready to do life at 19. Lou for the Lou, yeah. Yep, he said Big Devil. All right, so that's the content. Y'all could go run that up. We can get back on that in a minute. Let's get to this real quick. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go on Instagram. I think I got the video there. So you talk bad and lie on Big U, smut Big U, like you didn't know what was going on over here. Damn, wrong shit. My bad. You know what I'm saying? Smut Big U, like we wasn't going to fact check the shit and bring into question your credibility. You know what I'm saying? You must not been paying attention, nigga.
Nah, he must haven't, because anytime you put your mouth on somebody, pause, and you don't have the right information, you got to get fact checked too. Goofy, Goober, Groovy.
The shit Triple G doing.
That
Big
Miami
movie, Jack.
vibe, baby.
Let me make sure we playing this, man.
I'm only in town for a night.
Oh, man.
That's how they treat their guests around here. You dig? Can't even get out the door. I'm 26th floor on this thing. You did? Miami Beach just because we jump off. You did? Let's say Dad Henley. Y'all see that? You think they made this thing big enough for me to fit in there? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? When you're sitting there, you know what I mean? Just for the guests. I ain't got no guests. I'm only in town for a night. Yeah. Again.
Yeah, that's fruit.
Again.
On Hoover, Gumby.
Yep.
Play the
Only in
winners
town
too.
for a night.
I am a boy, Damon.
Party up. You know what I mean? All the time.
Share the live. Hit that like button on your way
What we doing?
in.
What we doing? Huh? Oh, this that money. It's that money, baby. This that money. It's that money. I can see it when you talk. Even when you walk, it's a home on me. It's like candy. Ah. I can feel it if you feel it too. How that song go?
That cameo. That's before y'all time.
The homie just walked in. Pete!
Yo, what's up? What's up? What they said? Oh, yo, what they said? What's up? They be fucking taking. I tried to do massage earlier. They was like, oh, we waiting and whatever.
I'm sitting on live. My nigga Pete just walked in.
You already know what it is. Big you, my big motherfucking brother, man. What's up? You know we outside tonight, man. Birthday party tomorrow.
Yeah, did.
Movie tonight, you know what I'm saying? Fat Joe, DJ Khaled, you know, the whole TS. You know, big you gotta be on that all the time.
All the time. We just here chilling, man. We're gonna get these massages.
That's what we need. We need
We're gonna go up tonight. And then we're gonna just stay doing it. You did?
Right.
All you gotta do is say something crazy. I'm just gonna hit the block button. You'll see yourself removed. Oh, we met at LA Film School. That's right. I hope you're working on it. I got a lot of film projects I'm working on right now.
Right.
Yeah, we're going up, man. We're going up.
Tonight is lit. Club 11. You already know we outside.
What club we going to?
Club 11.
We're going to Club 11 tonight.
The hottest shit in Miami. Club 11.
Yep. All I do is uplift people, man. I don't worry about this fuck shit, man. Y'all gotta understand, man. People gonna talk. These lanes make money off of using Big U name.
These
You know what I
lanes
mean?
make
They ain't
money
gonna
off
never
of
pull
using
up.
Big U name.
One thing is for
They ain't
certain, right?
pulled up.
Everything they say, Big U did it, man. They got me doing so much motherfucking shit. I don't even know what the fuck I don't even know what I'm coming. Then I didn't do it.
Niggas got you in a whole bunch of different places at one time.
At one time. They say, y'all, you know, it's another new one too. I got into it with Fats. Let me give y'all the information on it. I ain't never got into it with Fats. Fats is my little homeboy. Ever in my life, me and Fats ever got into it with nobody. Never, ever. So you got to figure that one out anyway. So all that shit, them fuck niggas telling y'all stupid for listening to any of that shit. But y'all been listening and responding to this fuck shit these niggas been saying for the last, for this 6-7 years. Why you gonna stop? Not longer than that. Longer than that. Y'all was accusing me of shit that I ain't even do. And what's funny, I wasn't even in town. So figure that one out. But I ain't gonna address this. We winning.
Oh, yeah.
How about that? We winning.
That's a fact.
We ain't losing.
We definitely winning.
We ain't losing.
Boy, Damon.
We winning. We doing positive work. You know what I mean?
Got the motherfucking juice, nigga.
Got the juice.
How about that? We can go anywhere, any motherfucking way, all over, anywhere.
We can go anywhere we want to go.
Anywhere we go, we set. Y'all gonna figure that out tonight when we touch that town tonight, man.
Y'all need to get y'all math right too. How y'all say I was jealous of somebody, and then y'all say I was getting $1 million a year? Your math ain't correct, man. I'm getting $1 million a year, and I'm jealous of a motherfucker. Y'all gotta get this shit correct.
Niggas got the game fucked up.
I got the game. I'm getting $1 million a year, but I'm jealous of somebody. I'm hating on somebody. Come on, man.
Where the incident report, Gumby?
I'm having fun. Let me tell you what I do. I put over, up to now, 1,000 kids, over 1,000 Black men, Hispanic kids, women in college. I've helped and been instrumental in over 12 Black boys from South Central LA making it to the NFL. My son being the last one. I ain't finished yet.
Creek, what's
You know
that?
what I mean? I donate. I'm the one, Big U, that all of the first one to ever do 3-day weekends for our neighborhood. And now you see all these dudes doing it with the concert, food giveaway, health and wellness. Better look that up, developing option. That should go all the way back to 2007. I was doing that. So everything you see all these other people laying claim to, that came from me. I'm the first one. So you want to talk about what I did do? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the fact that I have produced men and women who are successful Black men successful Hispanic men. I've done that. You know what I mean? Now you get one of these other lanes to say they've done what I've done to help people. You can't. I don't care who he is, how much money he got. You got young brothers who started schools, did all that. They just not getting to where I've already been doing.
They just now getting to what I already been
I've been doing this 21 years of developing option.
Huh.
21 years. Ain't nobody. You can't bring a name that did more in their neighborhood than me. I'm the one set the trend.
Let's hit that like.
And not one organization. Go on YouTube, you'll see it. I was giving food away a long time ago. Doing scholarships, buying clothes for kids, sending kids to school. Right now, to this day. I wasn't selling nothing. I don't sell nothing in my neighborhood. I give it away. Watch that. And that's what I'm proud of. But you ain't gonna put that on me though. You're gonna put the bullshit on me. And I'm gonna keep doing it right. I'm gonna keep helping kids. All my kids play free football. You know what I mean? You ain't got no heart, weirdo. What? When you gonna start working with? I ain't really been on music, man. I ain't been on music in years. I mean, I just help promote and push whatever artist, but you know what I mean? I ain't on music like that though.
We into more. We into shit more interesting.
Yeah.
Fuck that hip or the music shit, man.
He was doing more than the so-called leaders that be lying on.
I got a lot of TV and movie projects.
CS2 600
Yeah,
Gummy can't come together and do none of those.
I find that
things.
more satisfying.
Ain't nobody ever heard of Gumby doing shit for his community nor in that prison system.
Nah, man, listen, Nip did never go against the gang, boy. Don't believe that. Nip was always 100, man. Nip was my loved one and like a son. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
And when Nip left this earth, we was coon by coon, fire on fire. We was together. So don't let nobody else tell you no different. Because if it was anything other different than that, I'd be gone. Believe that. It was 100 motherfuckers. He had a letter from the president. I'm gonna say one. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Nah, that shit gonna sell travels.
You gonna look, man. The best selling tool that anybody got is hate and jealousy. You know what I mean? Let's just keep it 100. Just keep it 100. You know, just the fact of the matter is, what would I gain by hurting my own son? You know what I mean? What would I gain from that? What was I gonna gain? Y'all eat it like this. Eat it like this. I got nothing to gain. Nothing. You either got to be gaining something to hurt somebody or preventing something to hurt somebody. Y'all stupid. Y'all sound real stupid. Like stupidity.
No, motherfuckers don't know you. Motherfuckers that be thinking and go with the hype and all that.
Yeah.
That just be motherfuckers that be hating and motherfuckers that don't know you. When you know somebody, you know what I mean? You know the person, you know what I mean? It'd be different stories. But now, you know, everything is social media and all that.
That's what it is. They get on there and say what they want to.
They can say, yeah, exactly. They can
You know
say what
They can get on social media and say what they want.
Nipsey was our fucking brother.
Yeah.
He was my little man.
We ain't gonna even talk about that no more.
I mean, I just want to just let that be known. I know
Yeah.
for a long time.
It's stupid. Like I said, we ain't even gonna address that shit because it's stupid.
Man,
Like you really stupid and you really fuck niggas. You know what I mean? Y'all should understand when somebody trying to sell y'all something. The biggest selling name on the West Coast, you gotta say Big U name. You want to sell something, Big U. They want to do something, Big U. They want to do Big U. Big U. Y'all don't get this shit yet? They died down, then next week, watch when they trying to sell a documentary, a movie, a book or something, Big U. Oh, I got some shit for a motherfucker though. I got something, you want to see something, you want to hear somebody say something that you don't know. It's going to be earth-shattering. Keep on. We're going to go on Damu Kiwe Conversations. I'm going to do an interview on Damu Kiwe Conversations.
Nigga,
I'm going to get off here. You won't hear me say nothing else.
And
you know what I mean? All positive.
I'ma keep on. I'ma take you on the Damu Kiwe Conversations, nigga. Nigga. So Gumby, I don't know what you thought you was gonna get away with. And maybe you just like that and who was allowing you to get away with it. I don't give a fuck. This is what we do. We gonna flame your Bobby Brown impersonating looking ass, Beetlejuice with the small head looking old lizard mouth ass nigga. Nigga, we don't give a fuck about none of that. Nigga, you talked about my guy. He said, keep talking. All these niggas going on the internet and they just try to make some money using my name. You still paying homage to him in your hate, nigga. You still can't match up to do for that community what he did for that community. Let's have that challenge, tough guy. We don't care about you being tough. Ain't shit about this gang banging shit. You can teach me, nigga. Watch out. Go. Nigga, I got 30-something years in it, nigga, at the highest level. As a blood, nigga, brim off the west side. You can't teach me nothing about that. Teach me how to be a father. How about that? Let's teach these kids, by example, on how to be fathers. How not to crash out. How there's more important things than the insecurities and trying to prove yourself to a bunch of niggas that don't give a fuck about you. They can't, Deuce. It's not even close. It's not even close. But you thought you was going to smut my nigga. We going to take you to the Damu Kiwe Conversation. See, that's what Big U was telling y'all back then when he was with the Terror Squad. Salute to Pistol Pete. Salute to Fat Joe. Salute to DJ Khaled, man. You know what I'm saying? But all these niggas think that they gonna continue to just slander his name. Listen, if you got something that's official, bring it up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like my fro is coming, nigga. I'm gonna be braided up in a minute. I'm gonna be braided up in about another month and a half. I'm French braids to the back, Chuck Taylors and macaques. We gonna be right back on it. They want to bring the old M back. M back. You know what I'm saying? Now we moving forward. We ain't moving backwards. But check this out. So y'all go check out that live from yesterday. It's on the Lamonte Sims. But let's get to this real quick, right? I didn't get to finish this content yesterday. That's why we doing this one. You and me both, dudes. Hey, Steffi Weffy. Y'all hit that like button. So, Big U, this was his interview with Vibe magazine. Nipsey didn't go to Crenshaw. Sam, Nipsey's older brother didn't go to Crenshaw High School. I understood how big Crenshaw was. Crenshaw is a community that's bigger than all of us. The success of Crenshaw is so far past what me and Nip was doing. I had to explain that to him and the rest of the young homies. How we got something. We need to brand this. And all of us need to get behind it. It just doesn't belong to one person. Y'all see why 80 Boy keep coming, talking about we got to get money off of it? Big U been demonstrating that. Nigga, you ain't giving up no game. Nigga, you just watched this nigga envied his position and came slandering his name on the internet. Is that what the first instance of trademarking came in? Actually, trademarking Crenshaw is almost impossible. You can't trademark Crenshaw because it's a city. It was a white guy who was the first one to use the Crenshaw logo on his shirt, if that's what you're referring to. He was a Mike Tyson fan. He paid me and Nip to wear the Crenshaw crew neck in the video. He was out of New York. He was a Mike Tyson and former MLB superstar Dale Strawberry fan. Dale Strawberry is where the original motivation came from. Dale Strawberry wore that Crenshaw Coca-Cola font for the Crenshaw High School baseball team. It was a baseball coach from back then that came up with the Crenshaw Coca-Cola logo. Hold on, let me bring y'all back up. Oh, shit. Y'all, you with me?
Yes, sir.
All right, just making sure. Then some 32 years later, we took it to the next level. But I've never trademarked anything but unique. You know what's funny? Let me give you this good here tidbit that you can give to your people. You know, when they were talking about somebody trademarking Marathon, man, I don't know anything about no Crips. I don't deal with Crips like that. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't say Hooster or 60s, I'm not doing shit with it. And what's funny to me is how people listen to all this rhetoric on Instagram, on YouTube, all these bum-ass lames. Everyone is running around like, subscribe, and follow. Like, subscribe, and follow. And they take this bullshit and spin it to something, to be something. People tell me all the time, you should say something, man. I shouldn't say nothing. I just look at these journalists like they're asinine. They just don't even make sense. Here goes another one. Nipsey was my brother and my son and my nephew. If I had any intentions of trademarking from him, who the fuck could say anything about it anyway? So from what you saying, that he's your son, that he's your brother, the conspiracy theories that these people saying things about his death must have really pained you some. Not really. It didn't bother me. But it only bothered me because of the people that are supposed to know me even entertaining the idea. It will bother me if you claim you're someone who's supposed to know me and you're even entertaining the bullshit. And the shit don't make no sense. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense that they're trying to make me and him be enemies when clearly, motherfuckers, I just was with them. Got you. He came and got me and flew me out of town. But you know, it's the same way I tell people all the time. It's the same shit. They say Suge set up Tupac. So who am I? I'm not no different than Suge. Ain't no nigga be fitting to be sitting in the car when motherfuckers are shooting at him. For them to say that about Suge, you don't think those same motherfuckers are going to say the same about me? Yeah, but that must hurt though. I hear what you're saying. It hurts when people close to you even think to entertain the idea. That's the point. It ain't even the fact that the lames do it. What hurts the most, my daughter and my kids. You know me, it doesn't bother me. I've been disliked around this world for years, but to them, it bothers them. Then they have to deal with the bullshit of the world. That's the only thing that makes me want to go knock one of these dudes' heads off because it's all lies. And my thing is, if you really love Nipsey, why are you going to sit around and let people say false shit about him? Word. You know what I'm saying? What does that lead to? What happens after the case is over? And Big U may not know when the case is over, but guess now what happens? Now I see them right now. I did the Kev Mac interview and showed them the text messages of me and Nip texting the day before he died. And we were texting about some business. I showed that on the Kev Mac interview, right? Right after I did that, and that shit came out, everybody started changing their tune. Now you got a lot of these lames talking about nobody ever accused you of killing them. You came out and said you didn't. Well, that's because you lames were putting out fake ass posts saying the police was looking for me. It was then that I learned fast, don't address anything ever said on the internet. That's why I never address it. Big U doesn't dress too much shit, but he loved and respected the Damu and Kiwe Conversations to grant us the exclusive interview when he did finally address it. That's on our channel. He invaded Clubhouse. It was another viral moment. You know what I'm saying? But he respected us that much, and he loved his people that much because he believed the community needed to hear answers to the allegations that were being funneled and peddled for profit on the internet. False allegations, just like Triple G. Here's the question I have to ask. There's people at home on their laptops that have the audacity to come up with conspiracy theories. Don't they have the fear of writing this and then coming back into your town not knowing if there'll be repercussions or not? Well, let me say this to you. I'm going to handle every one of them I catch. I don't give a damn what nobody said. If you think I did something, you're going to know I did something. That's not even a question. That's an obligation because you hurt my family. Your malicious attacks is an attack on my kids and on my family. So yes, I promise you that. You can write that down too. I don't care. I'm not letting none of them go. I ain't did nothing to nobody. I shouldn't have been accused of doing nothing to nobody. It's just clickbait. Somebody's making money, lying on me, or putting me into some bullshit I had nothing to do with. You know what I mean? I'm not the type to forgive and forget. I'm not Martin Luther King. I'm not going to let you slap me and turn the other cheek. Talk that shit, Big U. Switching gears to the new and developing projects. I did a deal for this documentary with FX before Nip died. I did a deal that I wrote. Me and Jimbo wrote it. And FX picked it up right before. Who's Jimbo? That's my guy. That's one of my partners. He's a Paru from Compton. He came up with the idea and we pitched it to FX. We pitched it to a couple people and ran with it for about 3.5 years. Then FX picked it up. It was crazy. Nip and I were excited. We were going over how we wanted to make it look. Nip was supposed to do a song. It's a struggle with my group. And then 4 months after we signed the deal, he died. But Nip is the whole reason I got back into music. It's crazy, man. He called me and told me, look, I already had talked to him while he was making the album. Now, let me tell you something. Nip has about 100 songs, bangers, that didn't go on that album. You got unreleased material for Nip is what you saying? I don't have it. I don't know who has it. I'm assuming his brother has it. Understood. I'm telling you, the music we were doing, the music he was playing before he died, when he was in the studio, he has some shit that's going to come out if they ever put it out. I don't know who's running it, but he has some shit. I'm talking about the songs that didn't make the project that just came out. I don't know if this is the rumor mill or not, but do you and LeBron James have the same connections with inner city kid programs? I don't have any connections at all. I have nothing going on with him. No. What about T.I.? Because I see T.I. talking about you a lot. No. Me and Tip, remember I did Tip's show a long time ago when he had that redemption show. Yes, I did Tip's show with him where I talked to the kids. I did some administering to the kids for him because he really looks up to you, you know. Whenever he speaks about you, it's always in a positive light, right? Me and Tip do community work together always. We have to. You got a long hand in Atlanta helping people out as well. Yes, we're trying to take Developing Options, my gang intervention program, nationwide. With Developing Options, we got the gang violence down 70 to 80% in LA from where it used to be. There used to be murders every day. I would love to work with LeBron James. I love to work with anybody who got the right mind. I like what LeBron is doing. We definitely need LeBron and a lot of brothers who have money that I don't to be able to reach these kids. I know if I had access to the financing, I could put more kids in and graduate from college than I am right now. How do you feel waking up and walking around as one of the most powerful men in LA? Does that take a toll on you? No, it's not a toll on me because it isn't true. I don't know who the most powerful man in LA is, but it's definitely not me because I'm one of the brokest niggas in LA. Laughing. I think you need money to be powerful, or why else would they try to strut? Let me tell you something. I don't know if you know who Pooh Bear is, but this is what you got to put in the article. Pooh Bear gave me a very sizable donation to help us with the organization and push. If you don't acknowledge nobody in the world, you better acknowledge Pooh Bear. I have to raise just for my football program almost $21,000 a year. So I don't have to charge these kids out the roof. What people don't understand is that now here in LA, they charge people to play and practice on the football fields, on the grass. You have to pay to rent that field. Until this year, I used to get a classroom for free. I have a mentoring program for young black men who were two times where 2 times a week we get together and talk about whatever is bothering them. Now get this. I've had my store on Crenshaw for about 12 years. Every night for 12 years, I got kids walking the streets with nowhere to go. If they got nowhere to go, that's how they end up doing robberies. They'll go to the liquor store. What are your thoughts on saving our young men, our sons in the struggle? You talk about gang violence. People think kids are getting forced to join gangs for whatever reason. But no, it's because when they ain't got nowhere to go, they join a gang. They get somewhere to sleep. They could go to the homie house. Let's keep it 100. I don't have any plans for the 60s. I got plans for young men, young black African men in our community. I got a plan for the black community as a whole, black, Mexican, brown, or what have you. I did that years ago. Now I'm trying to save. I'm trying to save people. And if they were saved on the road to it, alhamdulillah. But I got one for the 60s, the Bloods, the Crips, the who all ever. Because right now, I don't have no choice on who walks in my door trying to get help. The only problem is I can't help everybody. Let's check out this picture real quick. Let's blow this up. So I guess it was all fraud that Big U was helping these kids, right? Let me hear what y'all saying about this. This is some powerful shit, man. This was 2020. Big U been on that same mission, man. You know what I'm saying? What y'all got to say about that? The name Crenshaw is a developer's name. Gumby spend more money on that dope habit than Whitney and Bobby. Right.
Nigga blew $6 billion on crack rock.
No, I think it was Christina Aguilera. That's why it's
even worse. $6 million, bro.
Nip went to Hamilton or Fairfax. I get those two mixed up. You know what I'm saying? Them schools a little too uppity for my taste. But Quaz only, but Puffy set them all up. Pampero Furpo, salute, man.
You got me, Deuce?
No, go ahead, King.
He blew all that money. I said, shit. We all can't be Antoine Walker. Remember Antoine Walker?
Tippy toe for the Boston Celtics.
Man, it used to be every time he made a play, he shimmy on a nigga. Nigga was shimmying them shoulders. That nigga blew he blew $108 million.
Man.
And I'm gonna make a song about him.
I got a song about it. Want to hear it? So think about it. LA gang members among black sets is down by a lot in 2025. So that means Big U helped contribute to that by curbing a lot of young niggas growing up with better options than the turf. Hey, listen, Supposed to Prince, that's the whole point, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. You can't deny his influence positively. While this nigga talking about who running the Crips, Big U said, I don't run shit, and I ain't the most powerful nigga in L.A., but nigga, I'm helping these kids. You know what I'm saying? That's all he had a plan for. He said he didn't have no plan for the 60s. You know what I'm saying? He's developing options for these kids so they don't make those bad decisions. Any plans for honoring Nipsey in the future? We got a couple things planned that we are going to do. My organization is going to do something. I'm going to always honor Nip. We put a trophy together with our banquet in honor of Nip. I know the city wants to do something. The city is sitting down with me to do some stuff too. So we're trying to make it big, man. Nip was our young prince. I see him as legendary before. I seen him as legendary before anybody did. I saw him as legendary before the world did. I'm the one that invested in him first. When nobody else invested in him, Big U invested in him. I saw the legend in him first. I saw the legend when none of y'all saw it. And let me tell you this. I brought the legend to Vibe in New York. I brought the legend, took him all over the country. I paid for all them flights for us to go everywhere in the beginning because I believed in the legend. Y'all take that for what it's worth. You know what I'm saying? Gumby, you all the way out of pocket for even trying to compare yourself to Big U. You know what I'm saying? Let me get up out of there. We finna get back into this real quick. And then it's a couple more things I want y'all to see. All of them short. I'm talking about we should be done in the next like 6-7 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Just let me find these other links, man. Nasty work, man. A brother like this who done more in the community in South Central LA in my lifetime than any other melanated person that looked like us. Fuck the gangbang shit. Like I said, you niggas can't teach me nothing about no gangbanging. I excelled at that. I was successful gang member. Went and did a lot of time in jail. I didn't turn down no fades. I didn't do no homosexual activity. I didn't make the beat look bad in no way. You know what I'm saying? And that's who we met. Me and Yael, that's who we met. We didn't meet no nigga gang banging ass nigga.
Hey, y'all, we need the light. Bro, back up, bro. Hold on, bro. Who is this right here? Oh, okay. Bro, get the backpack. Bro, you standing on it. You already got one. You ain't getting no two. On the backpack. Oh, come on. I thought your equipment was one.
Man, y'all can't step on them.
Yeah, don't step on the back, please.
If you step on it, you gotta take it.
What? Hold on.
Good. Andre, didn't you get one yesterday? Oh, you want this?
Hold tight.
Chris got to get his own. Papa, you got yours? Here, no, give it to her. Give it to Mom. All right, back up so we can drop some more. Y'all back up so we can drop some more.
You got one. Let's go.
I know you got one. Hold on. That's the same box. It's the same kind. You ain't got one. All right, go ahead, grab one. Hey, you ain't got a rush. You want that one? Y'all both want that one? You want that one? Here, there's another one right here. All right, go ahead.
The dog. What up, yo? Yeah, I Aaron.
Need some more of the green ones.
So you got that. And ultimately, Big U was always right? He always
the 100 depot, any rap nigga, yeah, free throw, man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell him free bro, nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these?
So when you got somebody, and let me tell y'all this, because we finna end this, and I know Yael remember this shit, so he'll be able to tell y'all a little bit about it. So Big U asked me, what do y'all need? Right? Oh, hold on. Fan West say, come on, Wack so jealous of Big U making Nipsey a legend, and Wack didn't create the game or Blueface. Nigga mad sending crash dummies. Yeah, that's crazy. Look at these babies. Praises be the Most High for the provision. Let Wack tell it. He got his grid badge and his BlackBerry phone. You know. Hey, but now, Gumby, I know that you might have forgot doing all that time in prison, the power of that smile that be on them young kids' faces, your nephews, nieces, little kids growing up in the community, bad kids, growing up under some of the same circumstances you grew up in. That shit is priceless, bro. That shit'll make you give up every dollar in your pocket to see that kid smile, to help that kid have and not experience the negative shit that you enjoy. And so while you was talking about power and controlling LA, I don't think y'all hard enough, honestly. If y'all was, y'all would already do it. I don't think no hood in itself is strong enough to run LA, let alone the Hoovers. Y'all got way too many enemies that's not just finna jump on board because now y'all want a peace treaty. So how do you and why would you even aspire to have such a blurred vision on power? Who wants power? You got influence. You got a story, a testimony that instead of trying to blow it up like Hoover is the life to live, when it sound like somebody was finna take them cheekers. I mean, I've been hearing stories about it. You say that's not what happened, but you admit that he whispered to you, now you my bitch. That's exactly what happened in that movie, South Central. Now you my bitch. After a nigga stick you with a knife. You know what that meant. Whether he got a chance to make those advances or not, he was going to punk you. You knew clearly what his intentions meant. And you wasn't going for it, rightfully so, as a man. That's why you shouldn't be out here at your age, 50 years old, trying to profess like that's the direction these children need to be taken. Sound more like your intentions more congruent with these devils, bro. We not doing none of that. And then you come out with a mountaineer with a Yasha fight, however you pronounce it, the devil worshiping six on this thing, incredible diapers, itchy ass. Where was Grumpy when Big U was home? That's the question I got asked. He was smoking up that 6 million. Steffi, incredible diaper rash. We miss you, Yael, with them whack impersonation. Raider Q, salute. Yael, he talked to dog.
I talked to dog.
When have y'all seen CS2 whack badges, 600 pennies, Gumby, Goofy, Groovy, and Lucy Lips do any neighborhood work for the kids and community? Nah, niggas jealous and they hating hearing Big U name. Facts. Yes, D Cobbins, y'all pop in sometime. You ever had your shit pushed in, homie? Hell yeah, the essay. You ever had your shit pushed in on? Ain't nobody finna buy them damn diapers. Hey, listen, man. Oh, that's how it said. Bosh, but I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's the devil symbol that Adam 16 got tattooed on him. Bashafit or whatever. Whisper sweet nuts, they program. So it ain't no diapers. So Big U told you what happens when you niggas get the line on him. He gonna take you to the Damu Kiwe Conversations. And being that my nigga, the same nigga that made sure that I had an income coming in so I could focus on helping to build this platform and a voice on the internet of internet content creating. He believed in us. He believed in what we symbolized, what we stood for. And he said, what you mean? I said, I need corporate sponsors. If I got to really be full-time research doing all of this stuff, I need to make sure I got income to help pay these bills in the morning until I start making income. He said, you need corporate sponsors? He put us with the United Color Wraps. I get on the phone with the Arabs that own United Color Wraps. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to be name dropping out here. And I negotiated a strategic alliance. What did we get? Like a 6-month deal, $20-some thousand total for a 6-month deal? Big U put me at the table with the people that helped me do that. He didn't do this and no, hey, these dudes trying to do this. I think y'all should talk. He gave me half an ear. We took the other ear and a half. Facts. So a nigga that I see trying to help other people in the community, trying to build, that's who I deal with. That gangbanger persona that you heard about, that you ear hustling about, or maybe you witnessed when y'all was in jail. Maybe that's why you still in your fields. Maybe he embarrassed a couple of your homies or something, or even you, and you got some personal vendetta against him. But what I do know is this. That man would prefer to be considered Malcolm X than he would be preferred to be considered a Crip or a gangbanger. And that says a lot. So for those who says that he straddled the fence, you can look at it like that, and I'm quite sure Crackhead Eddie and those that hate him are going to look like he straddled the fence as if they could judge. But Eddie just stole some money from several people, including the Imam. Some brothers in the masjid ran off with the money. Is that the way of Allah? Is that the way of Islam? You want for your brothers what you want for yourself. So stealing from brothers in the Ummah, that's the way of Islam? Sound like you half-stepping and you ain't on your deen. So let he who without sin cast the first stone. But don't throw a stone if you live in a glass house. Can't nobody judge in whether or not Big U is a Muslim or not. Can't nobody judge that. Is he known as a Crip? Probably the most known Crip in the United States nowadays. I don't know no Crip that's more famous than him for really cripping. He's going to always be known as that. But is that how he represented himself every day? He supported a Brim nigga. He supported a Compton Crip. He supported a Jew in Steve Lobel. He supported children in the community from all sides. He supported the homie Uno from VN, Van Ness Brims, and Rollin 60. Do y'all understand that the back end of Crenshaw High School is considered Rollin 50 Brim territory? The rest in the front is supposed to be Rollin 60. That's how close those hoods is. But he has friendships and rapport with niggas from VN, getting money with niggas from VN, niggas from Blackstone. Crippin don't do that. So even though that's still what he is, he's evolved into so much more. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Big U. I just had to get this back up in here. You know what I'm saying? For those that didn't see it from last night, I had to get that up in here. It's already 6 o'clock. I'm going to go live again tonight. I'm going to get the content together, but I got to eat. I ain't ate nothing all day. So after Big U came in after Wack and surpassed him in the entertainment industry and community activity, man, listen, bro, it ain't even a competition. You know what I'm saying? But look, Damu Kiwe Conversations, Yael, salute to the brother. We out of here, man. The Damu Kiwe Conversations.